Hello, everybody. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Aiden. Yep, trophies look easy enough, thankfully, which is always a good thing. There's one slight problem, though. Wish I could turn off the music for that. One slight problem. My save data for this game is nowhere to be found. It's not in either the PS4 or the PS5 file on here. And it's also not in the cloud for some reason, even though I know for a fact that I would have saved to that at some point. Unless this was just a game where it might have just saved to the servers, which is actually what might have happened. I want to say that might be what this game was like. It's like Fallout 76 to where it only saved to the servers, so I don't think it like saved data to here. At least I hope I'm correct in that, because I know you can start immediately with the DLC and all, but like I'd rather... So yeah, this is what I'm wondering about, like... I do want to check out all of this, though, real quick and see. I do want to see if it actually got rid of my old save file, because I don't know why it would have. Okay, that's so many things to tell me about. Okay, good, it didn't. I was about to say, I was a little bit worried there that it might have, like, gotten rid of my account or something. No, thankfully we're good. Thankfully we're good. So, I should be able to start the DLC from inside the main game, so that's what we're gonna try to figure out how to do here. But yeah, this game randomly got DLC out of absolutely nowhere. And here's the thing, like, it's gotten seasons. So, like, it's gotten, like, free stuff, free updates and stuff over the years. But the last time there was a trophy for this game was back in 2020, was the last trophy update. And I think it was in maybe June of that year?
Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
So, yeah, I was not expecting that. Alright, so we have to talk to the New York pilot to go there. We're not going to do that immediately. I need a second to relearn how this game actually works.
I'm still interviewing Schaefer.
Alright, so the manhunt, I remember that being a thing. I remember it taking like several weeks to get through. All the various legendary things and daily ops, all that kind of stuff. I do kind of remember that.
We've got reports of increased
Quick play, yeah, I only ever killed like one person probably in quick play. But yeah, this honestly came up out of absolutely nowhere. I don't think anyone was really expecting this to be a thing. Okay, so the invasion stuff was a thing that would normally happen. Like, every week they would take over a different area or something. Robbie finally got Last of Us 2 done, got Lego Avengers. Nice, nice. 3 trophies into Jedi Survivor, been good so far. Alright, well, that's one I will play at some point. Yeah, this is not something I was expecting. I have no idea what any of that means.
We've got reports of increased hostile activity in DC.
God, can you stop giving me like 10 million updates all at once? Spread them out just a little bit. Alright, so we've got a light machine gun here. Triangle switches weapons. So apparently I have a shotgun of some kind. And then that switches you to this, which is your infinite ammo sidearm. And then L1, R1 I think are your other gear. Yep, L1's the left gear. R1's the right gear. I have no idea what they are. It's fire, melee, sprint. That allows you to pick out a grenade.
Anna will help you prioritize the
I don't know what up and down on there do.
You're still interviewing Schaefer. We've got reports of increased hostile activity in DC since your altercation with the True Sons on Roosevelt Island.
Can use stream it being on PS3 game site, or being it's one of 3 LEGO PS3 games able to stream. Okay, that's good then to know if like I actually still needed to do that game, but thankfully I don't.
We need you to secure the city.
Alright, let's take that back.
Prioritize the threats.
And let's get going. Now that I slightly remember the controls, let's get going. Am I not using enough kilobits per second on this? Hang on. Yeah, it says my bit rate's a bit low. Let me see if I can get that fixed real quick. Could have sworn 6800 was good enough in the past. Apparently needs to be higher than that. Huh. Okay. That's odd. Oh, that's really random. But okay, it's now where it should be, so that's interesting. Anyway, we have a stash to, I guess, scavenge from as well real quick, and then we can head off to Brooklyn.
Nice to see you, kid. I'm really impressed.
Now, like I've said before, I liked The Division 2. I actually really did think this was a pretty fun game. I had a good time with it in comparison to the original, especially in terms of... Ooh, I see 3 items. Yeah, especially in terms of... Oh, what's that? Sure, I'll take that with me. Especially in terms of, like, the DLC went way better in this game. Okay, I know you want me to use 13,500. I've got it set to that, so I'd like to know why it's being problematic. Wonder if Spectrum's fucking with me again. Alright, so to get my gear... What do I have to do? So inventory that way. What are we getting out of the crates? Okay, that's a red tier item, whatever that meant. Okay. I don't know if that's any good or not. I do know that's probably not any better than the one I've got, though. Aiden, I hope it's the final DLC. I very much hope it's the final DLC. Like, again, I liked this game, don't get me wrong, but adding in a random DLC 5 years later is possibly a new record? Okay, I don't remember what this does. Okay. Yeah, I legitimately have no idea what any of this does. Alright, we'll figure that out later. Yeah, hopefully it is the final one, because... it's so random. Came up out of absolutely nowhere, and I still don't fully understand it.
Cleaners in Brooklyn. We need reinforcements.
The cleaners? I wonder if this is partially because I'm trying to upload stuff on Story-Driven Adventure and Iconic Brooklyn. The fate of Brooklyn is at risk as the cleaners are set to return and finish what they started. I wonder if this is because I'm trying to upload stuff on my other computer. Let me shut that upload off. That's probably taken up a fair bit of bandwidth. Probably should have thought of that. So I'm still trying to get everything uploaded to OneDrive, so... that should free up some space. Yeah, download speed looks good now. Okay, there we go. Download speed's looking much better now. Let's see what the upload speed is. I feel like I should probably be getting slightly better speeds, but... yeah, I should have thought of that because I was uploading files, which tends to take up some internet. So hopefully this gets it fixed now. Hopefully it's working now. That was my fault entirely. Let's set it to 14,000. That should be fine. Alright, let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. Hey, T-Jade. We're off to Brooklyn. It took me a while to relearn everything and get the settings correct for this. But it's working now, so we're good. So we're gonna take out the cleaners.
I'll send the coordinates for a helipad near her last known location.
We're headed back to New York City. Again, because apparently they can't think of other places to go in the country. And that is one legitimate thing I can say with this series, like, set the first game in New York, makes sense. Second game in DC, also makes sense. When are we gonna go somewhere completely different? Because the DLCs have all been in the DC and New York areas. No, like, actually major new locations have come into play from this. So I do wonder when they're eventually going to, like, take one of these games somewhere else. Now, I know that the Division Heartland is canceled. That one got canceled a while back. But apparently a third game is in the works officially. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to play this game at all. Alright, these guys are weak. They're regular old enemies, so that's good. But yeah, third game is apparently in the works, which is good. Got all the trophies on Roblox, currently working on another free-to-play game without a platinum as well as Sly 2. Nice. And you guys can hear me, correct? Just making sure. Making sure that everything's working on my end. So I don't know how long this DLC is going to be, but it was paid. It's not as expensive as Warlords of New York. So, because I think that one was like $25 or $30. So presumably it's half as long, because this one was 15 bucks. So half as long, half as much content is my assumption. So maybe like a 10-hour DLC or something, which honestly isn't that bad. As long as it's good, I don't really mind that. Yeah, they need to consider going to a different place that isn't... Okay, someone's getting burned alive in there. That's wonderful. That's exactly how we like to start the day. And eat machine gun. Machine gun? Oh, now you choose to fire. Okay. Took you a little while to choose to do that. Yeah, I did like the Division 2 back in the day, so I don't necessarily mind coming back to it, though I do kind of wish the DLC had been free. Would have been a little bit better that way, because, I mean, again, it's been 5 years since the last major update.
He was just a kid.
Now we're just randomly getting this.
Handle security is no match for the cleaners. We need to get to Jess.
Yeah, they could go to other places, like give us a few other states or something, you know, stuff like that. There's other places for you to go. Purple Flame is a unique type of fire that deals burn damage that slowly melts away your armor. So it's acid rounds, is what you're saying. That's really the best way to put it. That basically means that it's acid. Oops, I popped a turret. Eat turret. And now you're all going to catch on fire. Except that I'm assuming that they probably have, like, fireproof gear or something, because that would kind of make sense. Ooh, there's something over there. Check that out here in a minute. Ooh, we got a purple enemy. Finally, something to provide a bit of challenge. Oh, this is a... What is this gun? Is this even a... I don't know what this thing is. Is this a shotgun? Is this a rifle? Whatever it is, it's quite strong, but I don't know if it's a shotgun or a rifle. Either way, it's a lever action. Alright, got through there. Got the Platinum Trophy in Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 earlier today. Very nice. I don't know if that's any good, so I'll take it anyway. Again, I legitimately don't know anything about this game anymore, because it's been so long since I played it. Camo pants. Okay. I'm sure that everyone else out there playing and streaming is doing Night Rain these days. I think that just released. I know Lizard Guy's going to stream it at some point in the future. So I think he's hoping to finally get back into streaming again very soon. I know he's going to stream, like, Doom the Dark Ages and then Night Rain at some point, so all good. Okay, I'm liking this gun. I legitimately don't remember what it is, but... Hey, rude. That was rude. Okay, so we don't actually die from stepping down here. I was kind of wondering if that was going to be something bad. Hey, Sweet Plays. Take more loot, and more loot. Socks and components. I'm sure those are going to be useful in some weird way. How am I doing? Definitely could be a little bit better. We had, my older dog had a health scare today. Very concerning one, so... Could definitely be doing better. 'Cause he's over 12 years old now, so... Getting to that age where it starts to be more things happening. I think he's gonna be okay, but it was very scary. Other than that, though, I've been fine. It's mostly normal. Internet hopefully is working now. And then... I did get a lot of chances to work on some editing the last couple of days.
Hoskins, come in.
I hope he is too. I think hopefully he's going to be okay, but obviously scary situation.
It's only a matter of time. Help is on the way. Hold tight.
Okay, so is this even really that big of an area? So yeah, we're in Brooklyn now. Last few days have been pretty bland. Yeah, I've at least had some time to work on some editing. So the Astro's Playroom video is about 98% complete. All I have to do now is just add in the music, which I'll probably do that tomorrow. And then aside from the music in that, as well as making a thumbnail, gotta do that. Seems to take a while because I'm terrible at it. Yeah, that's gonna be at least a shorter video. That one's only gonna be like a 16-minute video or something because, I mean, that game's so simple, there's not really a lot more to say about it. Not Astrobot, Astro's Playroom, for that matter. Astrobot's a later one. Okay, I'm liking this gun, actually. I'm liking this thing.
Someone to protect her. Agent, please hurry.
Oh, I'm sure she's gonna be fine.
Intercepted.
She needs to quit crying and, like, actually start trying to fight for herself. Matched with a girl on Hinge a few days ago, planned a date today, but had to cancel because she forgot to go to the gym. Now meeting her on Monday. Hey, as long as she shows up then, it's all good. I honestly haven't been on the dating apps very much this week. I've been kind of busy. There's plenty of work bullshit, as always. Some weeks is more bullshit than others, but this was definitely on the higher end of the bullshittery. But otherwise, just been working on the up games. Very boring. Not particularly fun time, unfortunately. And aside from that, I thought someone just threw a grenade or something at me. I think that was just a piece of trash on the ground. I'm sure that part of this is that we're playing on normal, which I think is, like, one of the easier difficulties, if not the easiest difficulty. So this probably isn't very impressive. It's probably why they're all dying so quickly. Ah, you're a brave little one. You're a brave little toaster over there. Ran right out into the line of fire to get yourself killed. Recreated all your profiles since you got like no matches, and you created your Facebook, got 5 or 6 matches. You know, the weird thing for me is I've never been able to get Facebook dating to even like appear for me to work.
Agent, I still can't.
I don't know if I've just done something wrong with it or what, but it's like it never worked for me. That looks useless. I recreate the profiles from time to time as well. It's definitely worthwhile to do so at times.
Send everyone out to secure the site.
Okay, so I guess this is a rifle of some kind. A lever-action rifle, for whatever reason. Well, I mean, lever-action rifles were very popular at one point in time, but I don't really use them that much anymore. But hey, it's pretty damn powerful, so I like that. Oh, hello, Mr. Explodey Drone. Okay, so that's the fire that melts the armor, I'm assuming, so we definitely don't want to be touched by that. Okay, pop my own drone up. Okay, so that's definitely going to be a bit of a concern during this DLC. A little older than you, she's 24. Alright. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm sure we're going to come across a boss at some point in the near future, or at least a yellow-tiered enemy. Okay, now they're upstairs. I see you up there. So I guess this is going to be our safe house here in this DLC, is my assumption. Oh, yep, I called it. There's our legendary. Use an instant armor there, whatever that was. And now just start laying into him. Because I still try to relearn this game. There we go. We broke his armor, so he'll go down now. Perfect. Alright, nothing too bad there. I think my turret's still up. I think my... Oh, maybe it's not. No, that's someone else. Alright, not too bad there. She did what almost every girl you match with does, which is wanting to get to know you through text better. Ask whatever you want when we meet. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe it's more of like a safety thing that they do. That they want to try to learn more about you before you meet, so they can tell if you're gonna like potentially try to do something to them. I assume that it's something safety related. As weird as that might sound, that's my assumption, but I
They're gone.
could be wrong on
The
that.
security detail is gone. Why didn't you pick up? I was trying to
I'll be
stay
saving
quiet
all
and
when you
not
don't
give away
trust
my
you, then
position,
shouldn't
but
match
they
with
knew.
you.
Help is on the
I guess
way.
that's what they're just trying to
Agent,
figure
you
out
need to
from
get
the
inside
early
now.
texting. But yeah, excessive texting gets kind of annoying. Definitely would rather meet up in person. Alright. We are inside of the police station. An armory? I like the sound of that.
Go secure on UHQ.
I wonder who the enemy will be in this, because I think that the main bad guy is dead after the Warlords of New York DLC. Because that was the big thing, was like, your main bad guy, I think, was dead after that DLC. And yeah, there are other bad guys as well in this that are lesser known, but like, I'm pretty sure your main big bad guy's gone already. After all the other DLCs, so this one feels like it might have been a little bit shoehorned in out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe it's meant to do something to hype people up for a big announcement on the third game, if that's coming out anytime in the next year or so. That's my guess. I could be entirely wrong on that, though, but I guess it could kind of make sense. Then again, Oblivion didn't do any marketing and did very well, so there's that. And with that, that was something that everyone wanted. I have time to text someone for a week, because at that point, what's the point?
Gary locked me in the armory.
Yeah, try not
She's
to
dead,
go
isn't
for
she?
too long on texting and stuff.
Damn it. Thank you for
Ooh,
coming.
is that any good? I'll take it. We'll check out our gear and stuff later.
Report to 1 Plaza.
That's not anything all that impressive, I don't believe. Probably just gonna stick at least with the
Just
rifle.
Stay put. It's safer in the armory. Agent, you've got cleaners in the courtyard. We can't extract Jess until you secure the area.
Let's do it. It's time to go pew pew. Hey, Cassie. Just straightforward, gotcha. Yeah, for anyone who's getting in now, Division 2. Got a random-ass DLC, 5 years after the last one that had trophies. As much as I like this game, it was a big surprise and a very weird surprise, and unfortunately it meant reinstalling another very large game onto my already very small hard drive. But once this gets done, I can delete it again. Hopefully this time it will be forever. Unless they do something like with what they did with Resident Evil 2 randomly getting a DLC right before Resident Evil 3 Remake came out, though I don't see them doing that, but honestly, you never know. More waves of enemies, perfect. I can deal with that all day long as there's still these red tier guys. Because there's no difficulty-related trophies in this DLC, so that's a really good thing. No difficulty, no full lobby type trophies, no true multiplayer, but there are a couple of co-op trophies. Yeah, there's a couple of co-op trophies this time, so we will have to touch on a bit of co-op at some point. But that's okay. DLCs for Unleashed 2 is on sale, gonna buy it but not playing it yet, need a long break from it. I don't blame ya. What is that enemy? What is he doing? What is he doing? I have no idea what he's doing back there. Alright, fine. I'll take my machine gun back, and we will go deal with him face to face. Oh, that's why he's got a shield on.
Hostiles incoming.
And now they're coming from the other direction. How does that even happen? Oh, there's another road back there. That's how it happened. Yeah, the Astro's Playroom video is basically done. It'll be out very soon. I did a ton of editing on the Black Ops 3 mic banning challenge. It's like over halfway done now. And those videos are shorter and they're a lot easier to edit overall, but definitely excited for that because that run was actually so damn close to being successful. Alright, pop turret, and we got a boss fight. Yeah, I know we have to, like, put out a call for help at some point. That's one of the trophies for some reason. I think there's another online trophy for responding to a call for help, which isn't, you know, difficult, but just a little bit random as to when it ends up happening. And if it's at a convenient enough time. Got about 4 trophies done for Dying Light, and I'm jumbled between 3 or 4 games. I haven't been on the jumble between that many games in a while now. Really just when I was doing like Lego Star Wars and college football and all the Sly games all at once. Alright, what we got over here?
Thank you, Agent. Escort Jess back to the bridge. I'll update
First,
your
I'm gonna
security
go and
so
take
guards
everything
don't get
here because
hostile.
I like shiny stuff and
Agent,
ammo,
when you're ready to
especially
go,
when it's
meet at
free.
the armory and I'll take you to the bridge.
Alright, let's take our turret back. And let me guess, something's gonna go bad when we go in here. Apparently not. Never mind. Okay, finish the first story mission. The intro mission. "33 out of 51 trophies for Dying Light 1, so just gonna stick with that one right now, then go back to Doom afterward." Sounds good. So I'm assuming that this is a safe house of some kind. And we get a trophy for the first one, hopefully?
Thank you for getting Jess back for us. Cleaners attacked a settlement in Long Island a couple weeks ago, but this is their first time in Brooklyn. We need to know what they're doing here. With Theo in DC, we need to prioritize the threats. I'll let you know when we get a lead.
Okay. The bridge. Well, if it's on the old bridge, it makes sense. You could put up some good defenses there. Discovered Dumbo. Alright, so this looks like it's more of a training mission. Okay, so it looks like this might be all there is just 2 regions, which is definitely smaller than the rest of the game. So if there's only 2 areas, it's probably not anything all that major unless we expand further and they let us go to all these other parts of New York. And they still got more DLCs they could do, technically, with New York, if they really wanted to. Because now we've been to Staten... No, we haven't been to Staten Island. We've just been to Brooklyn and to wherever we went previously. So yeah, I don't think we've been to Staten Island. Okay, so that's still a good piece of gear. And we definitely do not need that. That's an old purple piece of gear. That's not really useful at all. What about down here? Compact holster pouch. That's good for armor, but that's really not anywhere near as good as some of the other stuff I have. And what about weapons? I love this Diamondback thing. That thing's pretty awesome. Okay, this M60, definitely not going to use that. Not in comparison to the one that I already have. Rusty here, that's a uniquely named one. I'll hold on to that one for now. Quiet Roar, the Rail Splitter. I kind of want to hold on to a lot of weapons because I legitimately don't know what's, like, actually good in this game. Okay, why do I have 2 of that? I don't need 2 of those. Oh, it's because that one has all the attributes on it. Yep. Okay, so get rid of the lesser useful one. The hand basket. So it's just a sniper rifle. And it's actually about up there with that M44, so I might as well hold on to that in case I ever want it. An old Model 700. No thank you. We don't need that. Hold on to Pestilence, because it's pretty badass looking. This old M4. Heh, that's funny. That thing's not very good at all. Not compared to what I got. Alright. I like to focus on one game at a time. Focusing on a bunch of games simultaneously is too stressful. That's how it sometimes is for me, but sometimes I do well with putting up a bunch of games at once. Alright, so 8 activities total. Alright, yeah, this game has an insane number of collectibles, but you don't really have to get that many of them. And there's apparel if I wanted to change my clothing around, but I kind of like my RPD outfit. It's very fitting. I will look at hats, though. Ooh, I could be very manly and wear a pink hat. Or I could wear a random military hat. Yeah, I'll take the military gear. Why not? Alright. And with that, let's go talk to everyone here, because that's the goal now. This is going to be our get-to-know-everyone part of the game.
Getting Jess back. I really don't think we would have made it this far if we didn't have Candle keeping us healthy.
Sure like that, Jade. For whatever reason, can't seem to get yourself to stick with 1 or 2 games at a time. I think for me, it's just like my completionist mindset as I have to lock in and keep playing the same game and finish it. DLC's in your state. Yeah, it sure is, and it's the second one now, I guess, that was in your state. Because they had the previous one in New York, but I don't remember where it was in New York. Maybe Long Island?
Rescuing the same people over and over again.
No, wait. Long Island is literally just the island where New York is on, right? This game has 2 versions. Actually, no. This game only has 1 version, and it's a PS4 version.
Ending up your damsel in distress.
Surprisingly, actually, it only has 1 version.
Portable electronic device detected.
Portable electronic device.
Sarah? She's gone.
I'm not that interested in your transmission. And you are my skills upgrade area. I actually got most of this stuff fully upgraded. That's pretty good. Requires unlocking specialization. That's too bad. What about perks? Yeah, all that stuff's fully leveled, so, like... Ooh, so... He is... Oh, never mind, he was a bad guy.
Allied distress
Mission
call
completed.
detected.
Oh, that was easy.
Agent! Cleaners attacked the clinic. They're burning everything. Please,
Cleaners attacked the
Agent, you have to
clinic.
hurry.
They're burning everything. Should I be afraid? Probably. But I'm not. So I can sell stuff here. I don't really have anything I want to sell right now, most likely, so... Because I, again, legitimately don't know what's good and don't want to get rid of some, like, legendary item or something. Because with my luck, that's what would happen. It's not your county, though. It's in Westchester. Okay, I would not know where that is. I know some of my counties here in South Carolina and in North Carolina, and that's about it. A school... Ugh. School in the apocalypse. That's exactly what you want to do. Go have a hard day of survivalisting and then have to go to school. So yeah, the bridge is a settlement. Then there's 5% is explored so far. Have not started a liberation yet, but that, I think, starts with these points. So I will go for that first. There's probably not that many waypoints here, and in fact, I want to take a look at the trophy list now. Get a better look at it now that I have some ideas. Still can't live stream on PS5. Tried to fix it with YouTube Studio on your sister's laptop, but her Mac is no longer supported. It's 8 years old. God, it's older than my laptop! No wonder. Okay, it didn't go straight to this game on the trophy list, so that's wonderful. We'll figure it out later then. There's nothing missable or anything, like, all that problematic. I'm not worried about anything in this list. Okay, so is there... Oh, it's a Game Pass event. I don't care about that. Or is it... Well, it's saying that there's new stuff available, but... I don't know what that new stuff is. I can donate stuff. I don't... Gain a Shepherd rank, whatever the hell that is. Okay, well, there's no projects currently available that I'm concerned with unless I can start one somewhere, which is probably what it's referring to. Seasons, I have no idea how any of that works. Bounties. I do think we have to do something with this. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's try a bounty. I know these guys are usually a little bit tougher, but might as well. Thinking about just buying a laptop and capture card altogether. Might not be a bad idea. Adopted a 12-week-old cat a few days ago. Aw, that's sweet. Hard to play Black Ops 2 on your PS3 since you sometimes log into your main account. Oh, that's fair, yeah. But at least you're finally getting the chance to play it. Even if you can't get the trophies in it, it is such a fun game. Still one of the all-time greats from back in the best days of Call of Duty. I mean, really, it was at, like, the end point of Call of Duty's best years. It's like, obviously, you had COD 4, you had World at War, you had Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, and then Black Ops 2 was still great. Still loved. And then you got to Ghosts, which, again, I think is a little bit overhated, personally, but I understand why it was hated at the time, because it was definitely a bit of a black sheep at the time. And then we got Advanced Warfare, which has also grown on people over the years, outside of it being, you know, Kevin Spacey, and Kevin Spacey being a diddler. And then Black Ops 3 had great zombies. Nothing else really good about it aside from having the most bizarrely confusing campaign in history. Infinite Warfare, underrated as all hell. At least for the campaign and zombies, not the multiplayer, though. Multiplayer was trash. And everything since then really hasn't been all that special. Some games better than others, but nothing insanely special. She's a calico named Rory. She's a little ball of energy, I'm sure. Best Buy's getting close by, so hopefully we can get a good laptop and mic. Well, I use some kind of Yeti mic that I've had for about 6 years now, and it works great. Mic's always been good. I've used 2 different capture cards in my life. I had my old one. They're both Elgato's, so I had my old one, and it was... Where is this guy? Oh, over there. But yeah, I had the, they were both Elgato's. The old one actually worked on PS3, which a lot of capture software does not work on. Because of something with the way the PS3's set up. So only a handful of capture cards ever actually worked with it, unfortunately. Very annoying, too, because... I mean, if I ever wanted to stream on PS3 again, because I don't think the old one works anymore on PS3... Hell, I'm not even sure if this new computer would work with the old capture card, either. Alright, so we gotta figure out how to get inside. Oh, loot. Alright, we'll take that. You can platinum it if you want to get removed from the leaderboards. That's true. Got removed for some reason, put it on your main list, because why not? That's fair. Now, speaking of PSN profiles, I think it's Dreggett sent me something I need to check. It could be important. I don't know if I can talk about it out here, just in case. Might be something pretty cool. Oh, we have to get inside from up there. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I think we have to complete a bounty in this DLC, but I don't know how many we have to complete. Maybe just one would be kind of nice. Okay, right. Circle is jump in this game. And up ledges. Surprised to see your older cat instead, and curious about her, and goes up her and hisses and runs away. Yeah, my older dog does not like my younger dog. Never has. He's one of the younger ones to, like, play nicely with him, but the younger one refuses to do that. Okay, I think I just shot the wood 5 times. And that was not the main target. Oh yeah, we have to actually use ladders, sure. So far been a good girl, though you stop caring about the leaderboards. Feel like only people who hate on Infinite Warfare do the multiplayer. The main reason people hated on it was because initially it was bundled with the Call of Duty 4 remaster, and it was the only way to play COD 4 remastered was if you bought the special edition of it. So back when it released, I understand why people were angry about it. And I actually had no problems with the anger at that point in time. Okay. Oh. Gave us a new target. Okay, let's head to the new target. Feel like it wouldn't affect you. Multiplayer was pretty trash. Everything else was pretty good. Yeah, pretty much. Can I jump that, or will I die? Or should I just look for a safer way down? Oh, well. It'll probably be okay. Yeah, see, we didn't take that much damage. Manhole, if we want to go down into the sewers. It's the only PS3 COD game you never played. Yeah, I mean, it's a great one, too. Black Ops 2 is. Assuming that's what we talk about with that, because Infinite Warfare definitely wasn't on PS3. Alright, there's a turret for you to start playing with. Okay, that was anticlimactic. And probably one more. I'm sure it's rule of 3 here, so head over and find the last one. A lot of shit's going on at your job right now. And a couple of new employees and all of them quit in less than 2 weeks. I've had that happen before. Like, not anyone that worked, like, under me or anything. I've seen that happen before. Maybe once. Oh, wait a minute. Electronic device? Let's take it. If it's up here. Because I might as well collect what I can. Just extra XP, maybe a reward or 2 here and there. That looks like crap, so... junk it. Okay, I guess it is downstairs. Yeah, I've had that happen before, and we have just constant shit going on, so... The wonderful world of working in healthcare. It's literally a shit show every single day. Like, without fail. Or almost every single day. I mean, this job is not as dramatic as my old one, because the old one was inside of an urgent care. So that was something. You had some insane shit happening there. This one is not in an urgent care, so it's not as ridiculous. Alright, we got a something.
Hoskins is getting tired of you breaking
Shocked how you've done almost every COD game on the PS3. Yeah, you have done about all of them at this point. Only attainable PS3 COD you haven't done is Classic. And yeah, you could still definitely do that one at some point if you ever decided to. One of the assistant manager's friends quit because he was having issues with the GM. Yeah, I have constant issues with one of the employees that literally everyone hates. Except for the doctor. Because, like, the only one that doesn't hate her, so we can't get rid of her. Okay, so this should spawn our bounty target here in a second. And it looks like it's going to be maybe like 1 safe house and 2 control points per area, which really isn't that bad. And I don't know if I'm going to stream like the entirety of this DLC. It kind of depends on how long it's all taking. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be insanely time-consuming, as long as I can get that 1 multiplayer or 2 multiplayer trophies done fairly quickly.
That's the target, Agent.
Target located. That's what I wanted to hear. Alright, we've got a couple of purple dudes, so get rid of them. Now we got a dude that's going to set me on fire. We don't want that happening. And this dumbass just walked right past me. Oh, it's Jack Doherty. That's funny. Alright, well, that was easy enough. I guess that wasn't directly the trophy. It might be like one in each area then.
Good job, Agent.
Yeah, it must be like one in each area then, which there's only 2 areas, but regardless. Okay, that was easy enough. And we're clearing out the fog of war. Oh man, is there only one control point here? No, there's another one up there, okay. Yeah, there's only one control point near here. I'm not even sure if we have to finish the story for this DLC, actually, from what I remember of the trophy list. Well, shit was going on for a couple of months and he hit his breaking point. Yeah, I've been there. Backyard Baseball. Oh, I can't wait for that. I didn't play it much as a children, but I do remember it. So, definitely going to be excited for that in the future. Apparently, the next Backyard Baseball after that, like 2001 game, is also going to come out with a remaster at some point in the near future. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's exciting. Definitely lots of nostalgia there for us 90s and 2000s peoples. Even though, like I said, I didn't particularly play it that much, but I played it a little bit probably at school. Yeah, it probably was at school. Probably during like our lunch breaks and stuff when we couldn't go outside on certain days. Speaking of not really being able to go outside, it would be so nice if the weather would actually be more cooperative around here right now. Because it has been kind of cool and just crappy, rainy weather for days now. This has been one of the more, definitely one of the most, like, mild springs I've had in South Carolina. And, like, yeah, it's nice not, like, burning up every day, but at the same time, I moved here for the heat, partially, because I hate the cold, so it'd be nice if it would just go ahead and call allies. If it would just go ahead and hit its normal high temperatures that I'm used to, and, you know, not rain, like, literally every day at this point for a week and a half. That hasn't happened since I was at Clemson, and it rained every day for a week and a half. Speaking of that, we got College Football 26 coming out in the near future, which is exciting. Probably won't be a day one game for me, but definitely one I will play at some point. Oh, hello, enemy leader. I didn't know you were coming up here. Okay, that was easy. So yeah, it might just be like 2 control points per area, so 4 total, maybe like 1 safe house per area as well. We're not going to help the resource convoy because I don't have really the time to deal with that right now. I care a little bit more about just finishing this off. Oh, is he placing a turret out? Sure is. Or no, it's a drone. Yeah, I am liking this gun a lot. Bolt action, well, call it a bolt action, it's a lever action rifle, but still. Filming Doctor is supposed to judge people so you can understand that. Yeah, but when literally every other person that works with this company hates her, he's probably in the minority on all those decisions, so. Alright, control point cleared. Now we gotta defend it. And she's so lazy because she doesn't do any work and then just, like, complains about how long any one task that should take a few out, like an hour at most, ends up taking her. There's just very blatant preferential treatment against us and pro-that employee. He wants you to quit and find something better. Don't know when it's coming, but day 1 buy for you. Solid. So you're getting tons of rain down here in Ohio. Oof. We didn't get too much rain when I was in Ohio. Had some cold days for sure and snow and everything, but I remember getting too much in the rain department. Another enemy leader detected. Alright then. Played backyard baseball a few times as a children. Yeah, it's a classic. Been raining a lot in New York, literally every day. Rain today, supposed to rain tomorrow. God, it's raining everywhere. I mean, in reality, a lot of places, including here, probably needed it, because we had a few years where there wasn't as much rain, so probably it's a good thing in the end. Probably something that we needed. Like, I'm ready. I'm kind of ready for it to be insanely hot outside again. Now that Adam 2.0 finally paid to fix the fucking air conditioning inside of the building. It only took him 6 months. Hey, no. Rude. Rude. Alright, can you guys, like, actually help out here, or are you just gonna kind of stand there? Oh, I have to hold. Okay, then. I didn't realize that. Now I do know that. Alright. Easy enough. Enemy leader neutralized. Clear out the rest of the enemies, and we should be good to go. We'll see if we get a trophy for this, so I can actually take a better look at the list. The farm captured. And anything major from that? Supply room unlocked. That's right, you can look at supply rooms. That's cool. Is it going to have anything of any actual use, though? The ammo, for sure. Alright. I see a large yellow crate. With... well... It's not awful, but I don't really... How do I... Can I mark it as junk? Alright, I'll take whatever that is, though.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Supplies. Don't really care too much about that. Ooh, I got a cleaner's key. Okay, I'll take both of those. I don't know what they do, but okay. He only had women because he has money. Oh, yep, I know people like that. But we've heard that story a million times now. I don't feel like reiterating it right now. Okay, so there's a safe house there. What's that? An engagement, okay. Let me run over to the safe house real quick, because like I said, I think there's a trophy for that, but I've thought that there were trophies for several things, and I haven't been correct yet. So let's see if I'm finally correct on this one. Let's run on over there, see if I can finally get a trophy from this DLC and actually bring it up on the list here. Aw, it's a Doge. It's a little Doge. Good thing he's friendly. And we got some friendly scavenging out here. That's always good. And we got a coffee store. What's inside of the coffee store?
Electronic device detected.
Portable electronic device. I will take the XP from it. I'm finding it. However little that may end up being.
Melanie, they're here. Who's here, Trish? The first
Go through that. Ah, here's our staircase down. Okay, let's check out the safe house and see if that finally gets us a trophy for this. It does! Brooklyn Local. Safe house unlocked. So, now we can get a good look at the new set of trophies. There's only 7. So we have to unlock and use the Smart Cover skill, 4 control points, a bounty from each safe house. So I actually probably wasn't a bad thing that I did that earlier. Put out a call for backup and then respond to a call for help and revive somebody. and then liberate all locations. None of it seems difficult, except maybe this one, because it's so random. I can do the call for backup, though, next time I go out anywhere. I may not be able to do the bounties yet, though, from all these... Oh, wait, I can. Okay. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to yet. Yeah, let's activate. Let's go for a bounty. Better have some coffee. Still coping, he lost his girlfriend, got a dollar store knockoff version of his ex. But yeah, we've already, so we've gotten the bounty from the settlement. Investigate the safe house and find the agent's notes. Okay, let's quickly do that, because that's right here, so might as well quickly knock that out. Oh, okay, so that added a project for us and some activities, and caches. Oh yeah, you can scavenge those. I forgot about those. If you had to find all of them or not. I think you had to find a lot of them, though. Alright, let's tackle the bounty, because we got to tackle one in each safe house, of which hopefully there's only like one per area plus the base, so 3 total wouldn't be that bad. But let's find out. You know what? Let's also see if I can figure out how to put out a call for backup. Triangle.
Backup request.
Oh,
Sent.
that's all I had to do. Okay, then. Easy enough. Got that trophy out of the way. So that's 2 down, 5 more to go. And we'll just keep working on bounties now, and then just gonna have to respond. Basically, the second that I see someone put out a call for backup, I need to go into it and do it. Like, basically the second it happens, because I don't know how many opportunities I'm gonna get for that. So that's really just the one thing we got to pay attention to, is making absolutely sure that I hit that as soon as I possibly can. Just get it out of the way. The only sort of luck-based trophy of the DLC. As much as you would like to do the second game, you should probably do the first one just in case. Of which game? Oh, is he a... No, he wasn't a legendary for a second. I thought he was, but he's not. Is he running yet? Not yet. Okay, that drone really didn't do a lot. Got him. Oh, can I even make that jump? I don't even have to, because there's a little bridge over here that we can take. Oh, the Division, okay. Yeah, I mean, the first Division game, I liked the base game. I've talked about that before, but I hated the DLCs with a passion, because all 3 of them were bad in different ways. In terms of if you wanted them for trophies, that is. They weren't. It wasn't necessarily that they were bad ideas, but if you wanted all the trophies in them, they were terrible in different ways. Because the first DLC was very easy, but it was just a massive grind. Because it required you to keep playing the expeditions over and over and over again, or whatever they were called, like 40 times. No, it was well over 40 times. It was like 100 plus times. So it was just super boring. The third DLC was that multiplayer online PvP mode that was broken from the time I started playing, and it's probably even worse now because it's just full of a handful of tryhards and obsessives that have just done nothing but play the game since it came out. And getting 50 wins in that was awful. It just took absolutely forever. Like, it wasn't necessarily difficult because I could mostly just sit and hide somewhere until my team eventually would end up winning or losing. They didn't have to do that much for it, but it was pretty damn annoying. At least very boring. And then we all know my feelings about... Ooh, that might not be bad, actually. And we all know my feelings about the second DLC, that survival one, and how god-awful that was, and how it took me years to even go for the idea of being carried through it. And even then, it still took, like, 2 weeks to get through. Still one of my least favorite DLCs ever made, that's for sure. But with this game, I honestly liked pretty much everything about it. Except for the fact that the raids required you to complete them with 8 players for the trophy. It wasn't necessarily that the raids were bad, it was just the idea that you have to have all 8 players stay in the lobby at the very end, or else you'll fail it. Was definitely a bit annoying. Vitale, or Vitale. Vital, however he wishes to pronounce his name. And can I just go down? I think so. DSP crashed out twice this week. He's ranting why no one gave him money. Nobody gave me money. Such a loser. Surprised he's not, like, covered on, like, locale stuff as much as some of the other ones. Oh, hello there. You were closer than I expected. Let me pop that out before anything goes wrong. Should probably be in cover here. Yeah, not compared to some of the other ones, at least. Although, speaking of crash outs, it's kind of funny because Illusion just played College Football 25, and I think he crashed out on it a bit the way that I did. Probably not as badly, though. Like the old COD games, zombies made you die in 2 hits, or 3. No, you had more with Juggernog than 3. You had like 5 hits, I think, with Juggernog. Right? I'm not crazy, right?
Thank you for keeping us safe, Agent.
Alright, bounty cleared. That was easy. And I mean, like I said, we get to play everything on the easiest difficulty, so it's really not that big a deal coming back to all this. Alright, so those are the caches that we can loot if we so choose. This one's super close by, so might as well grab it. Yeah, this one's literally like right here, so might as well just grab it. If I can actually find it, that is, which is a whole other question, because some of these things were a pain in the ass to find back in the day. A yellow shirt. An old vest. Oh, hello, cleaners. And I'll give the cleaners credit. They're a unique faction, not necessarily in a good way. But they're a unique faction, and that they're so stupid that they try to burn everything and carry flamethrowers that have giant exploding tanks on their backs all the time. So clearly not the brightest bunch of people in the post-apocalypse. Alright, what we get in here? Okay, so resupply control points. It says there's 5 of them in here. I'll take that. Okay, so I guess that's if we wanted to complete that actual project, which I'll complete what I can of it. Might as well. Might as well. It's an 8-year-old game, so it might not have super long left. Plus you don't want another one in backlog. Fair enough with that. If you mean Division 1, at least with that. Actually, I think that one's like 9 years old now at this point. Okay, so we've done the safe house stuff. We don't care about these weekly or daily projects. This is what we care about. So we gotta resupply control points, complete activities, and recover 4 more caches. So that means there is probably another safe house in this area, so might as well do what we can to help it out. Help out both of these settlements, whatever you want to call them. Well, let's see if we can at least get the second SD cache, or whatever it's called. Supply cache. DSP hates being called a locale. No, it's 3? Really? Okay, then. So he's like, don't tell me that I'm bad at games. I'm actually good. Look here. Look. Listen. Look here. Look. Listen. I need my Wendy's chili. I find it hilarious that Wings is actually in my state. I know exactly where he is in Conway. Well, I don't know exactly where he is in the city of Conway itself. But it's kind of hilarious that he lives in my state, and he's basically in the Myrtle Beach area, which, yeah, that's probably about right for him in a trailer park in Myrtle Beach. Because I'm sorry to say this, because we used to love going to Myrtle Beach when we were younger, like years and years ago, but Myrtle Beach is a shithole now. I'm very sorry to say it, but it is a literal shithole now. I do not recommend going there for really anything. Okay, it looks like this might be another electrical thing we have to shoot or something. Because he's basically in the Myrtle Beach area. Oh, do I have to go up that? Probably. That seems like what it wants me to do. Yeah, it's just hilarious. He lives in South Carolina. I know exactly where Conway is. I mean, it's on the other side of the state from me, but... Oh, maybe I can't go up that. Okay, then. It's just funny, though. It's very fitting for him. I'm sure there's plenty of other wife beaters in the Myrtle Beach area. That place gets shot up on a near daily basis at this point. It's way worse than something like Columbia here. And Columbia is bad enough to be on live PD. Which is even funnier. Because we don't like Columbia here in the upstate because it's the home of the University of South Carolina, our main rivals. So we don't particularly like them. Okay, I'm probably missing some... Okay, yeah, that wire is connected to something up there, so... let's just launch a grenade up there and just see what happens. Okay, that didn't work, so I probably have to shoot the generator from somewhere. Phil being angry about no one donating to him. Other news, the sky is blue. Doesn't understand that 1, his gameplay is trash, and 2, it's the end of the month. I'm gonna have money until next week. True. Because that's when, like, tipping goes down in a lot of places, is at the end of the month, because everyone's either waiting for paychecks or waiting for welfare money. Territory control. We do need to do some activities, so... might as well clear this while we're here. Yeah, I just find it hilarious. He's very fitting being in the Conway area. Went viral twice for all the wrong reasons. One was a clip of crappy gameplay of Doom in the Dark Ages and god-awful Subway sandwiches review. Subway is turned into, like, the worst of fast food places. Except maybe, like, Long John Silver's, because who the hell eats fast food seafood? Basically fast food. Seafood. I don't know who does. I've eaten Long John Silver's maybe once in my life. The one thing I was getting at with all that is that, like, probably the funniest thing with, at least with Wings of Redemption, it was awful, it was nothing but fake rage bait. Look here, look, listen! But yeah, the funniest part of it is, if any of you have never done it, Google reviews for the Wendy's in his area of South Carolina, in Conway, South Carolina. So yeah, if you Google Wendy's Conway, South Carolina reviews, literally most of the reviews are references to him, and it's actually hilarious. Like, it's actually worth checking out, because it's actually pretty funny. It's like, 90% of the reviews are some insult to Wings, and it's hilarious. Yeah, Wendy's Conway, South Carolina reviews. It'll usually be something along the lines of, I wanted to get food, but this 400-pound man with a V6 Mustang talking about the age of consent needing to be 12 stopped me and told me, look here, look, listen, donate or get banned. And then ran off with all the chili. It's literally just like versions of that, because that's all shit that he said, so... Oh my god, it's hilarious. You love Long John Silver's? Really? I don't know, like, part of it's the fact I don't really like seafood, but at the same time, like, if I'm gonna eat seafood, I'm not gonna eat it from basically a fast food restaurant. I don't know if I trust that very much, because I have bad luck with food poisoning compared to a lot of people, so don't really like to play that risk. But yeah, it's literally like, that's all the reviews, and it's actually hilarious. Because that's all shit he said, and it's insane. He just does it to himself, and then beats his wife. Alright, let's take our SSD gear cache here. Ah, there's the thing. Now we got a door open, so that's good. Like the fish and shrimp. I like shrimp. There's some fish I'll eat, but again, like, seafood's probably, like, the one thing that... It's the one type of food I really am not a huge fan of. Alright, so that's basically everything in this little area that we've cleared out so far, so I say we head for the next mission.
Agent, the clinic is the only real hospital left in Brooklyn. We have medics and field triage, but the maternity ward and surgical center, that's the
Can I
clinic.
jump that? I can't,
Sending
of course
coordinates
not.
to your HUD.
Who am I talking about? Wings of Redemption. He's a very infamous streamer, content creator that lives in Conway, South Carolina, which I joke about because it's my state and I know exactly where that area is, and it's very fitting for him. Hush Puppies, not so much. I would say, how can you screw up Hush Puppies? And then I remember the time I tried to make them for a recipe video and how badly that turned out. Because I once did a recipe video. I can't remember if it was the Destiny... I think it was the Destiny cookbook. I'm almost 100% sure it was the Destiny cookbook. And the recipe was Hush Puppies. And that was... Okay, donate that. That was by far the worst failure I had with trying to make food on this channel. That was far worse than dropping the hot pot of whatever it was of syrup during the Nuka-Cola video. It's far worse than that. Yeah, the Hush Puppies they did not come out well at all. They splattered grease all over the place and just didn't have a good taste or anything to them. So that was the one recipe from the Destiny cookbook that really didn't go well. Alright, looks like it is time for a new mission. Let's play it! Story difficulty, because we can! Okay, so normal... Actually, normal. Normal is easy enough. We're just going to play it on normal. Because I've been playing everything on normal, so I'm not going to drop it down to story. He's 400 pounds. Yeah, he's like 400 pounds. John's food is good. Love the vinegar they give you. Never had that. Literally half of the reviews are wings jokes and bad customer service. Pretty much. Yeah, on like Yelp or just on Google. It's freaking hilarious. I feel kind of sorry for the Wendy's employees there because, like, they're getting... I'm sure they get harassed on a near daily basis about him. Because he talks about needing all of his chili.
In need of backup.
How do I do it? I want to help him. How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do that? Oh, I had a chance and I don't know how to do it. No. Okay, do that. Fine. I don't know if that works. Because I don't know where he is. I don't care if this takes me out of order here. I need to get this one done because this is the one I'm probably the most worried about. You were close to 300 at some point. I'm 250-ish, so... But yeah, it's hilarious. Is it the Shepherd status? No, that's for ranking, but that's not what we need. No, that's me. Huh. Well, I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Well,
Thank you for coming.
at least I saw it happen, so I know it does happen these days, so I will get that eventually.
Survivors.
Just basically the second that I get the option to do that, I need to make sure I do it. Because that is by far the most RNG trophy in this game. Well, in this DLC at least. It's the only really RNG trophy in this DLC.
Agent, you've got
As soon as we get the
hostiles
opportunity
incoming.
for it, definitely got to do it. Oh, hello. Well, good at 300 pounds, you have to be over 6'4". Yeah, because there's some, like, football players and stuff that are that heavy, but they're so athletic and all. So, we had a bunch of those guys at Clemson on our 2018 championship team. Had a bunch of, like, really big guys like that, but they were very tall, very athletic, muscular. You would literally be getting hit with a fridge if you played against them and they tackled you. Is the best way to put it. And we've got him here. We've got Boogie over in Arkansas. The South has quite a few of the big locales. Either grew up or live in the South. A lot of them do.
With no way out. Finish your sweep. Remember, no loose ends or witnesses.
I mean, Keem's New York,
We have
but
to keep moving, Agent.
otherwise it's usually, like, more southern. I mean, 6'3", that's the minimum. And then... simple enough. Yeah, I'm also a little bit surprised they didn't put any difficulty-based trophies in this. Like, it's literally just field proficiency crate and SHD points, whatever any of that means. I'm actually a little surprised they wouldn't have put in, like, a complete one of the new missions or something on one of the higher difficulties on at least Hardened or something. Because that's what they did in a lot of the other parts of the game. At least a couple other parts of the game. Which, I mean, Hardened, or whatever it's called, isn't even the hardest difficulty. It's the medium difficulty in this game. So it's nothing too bad, because I don't even think you have to do... I'm not sure you have to do anything in this game on the heroic difficulty. You might have to do, like, one thing in it? But that's it? Maybe, like, one total thing? I've got some ammo back for this, so that's good. Sir, running after me with a pickaxe or a fire axe and a shield is not going to help you for that long. Although they are doing some damage to me, so I should probably make sure to actually take cover. Uh-oh. Bad time for a reload. Take that! You literally couldn't hit me because I walked around the corner. You're so good at this. Alright, that was simple enough. I mean, the main thing with this, though, is I'm pretty sure the way they do difficulty is they literally just make the enemies more bullet spongy. I think that's really the only difference between difficulties, is just making them really massive bullet sponges, so... Not really the best way to increase difficulty. Taller people tend to look smaller in size compared to someone shorter that weighs the same. True. It says when you get a call for backup, there should be a button you have to push and hold, and then you fast travel. Okay, okay. I mean, I got caught kind of off guard on that one, so I wasn't really expecting it at the time, but hopefully I won't miss another one whenever it eventually happens. Or hopefully I can matchmake into a random needing help session. Which, well, no, it has to be done in Brooklyn, though, is the thing. Like, it has to be in Brooklyn for the trophy, so... Specifically, there's one in the base game for going to a call for backup in the main world, or just a call to backup in general, but... This one requires it to specifically be in Brooklyn, so it is going to be... maybe a little bit more random. I mean, if it comes down to it, I can always boost it if I really have to. I hope I don't have to. But, I mean, if I had to, I could. And it'll take all of 5 seconds to knock out, so... It's not difficult, it's just... I'd rather not have to go through the trouble of having a boosting session for such a simple trophy. I should probably start watching my health a little bit more. 216 pounds at 5'10". And I'm about 250 at 6 foot. And I don't always look at, like, some days I feel more bloated than others. That doesn't happen too much nowadays. I don't usually get the bloated feeling. I have felt it a little bit today because the food our drug reps brought today was catering from Olive Garden, which I haven't had Olive Garden in quite a while, but it was good. I'd say it was pretty good. But the dude brought so much food, like so much more than we needed, that, like, everyone just took full, like, plates of food home. And you guys, you know me by now. I ain't gonna turn down free food, especially if it's, you know, something that's at least fairly good. Olive Garden, I mean, it ain't bad. Now, personally, if I want pizza, there's a far better local place that I can get pizza here. And if I want other Italian foods like pastas, there's also a far better place I can get pasta from. Olive Garden, not horribly expensive, fairly casual. I don't know if I could get my money's worth at the all-you-can-eat pasta or the never-ending pasta bowls, whatever the heck that thing's called, because I've never done that before. The only time I've ever done stuff like that is at a buffet. Which is kind of funny because my dad said at one point, like, that he kind of wants to try the Texas de Brazil here at some point. Only turn down sugary stuff. Okay, yeah, that's fair, because I didn't need anything sugary. It was a lot of carbs for sure, but it wasn't anything like actually sugary. They didn't have any desserts with it or anything, so. At least in that case, I didn't do as horribly as I could have.
All that's left is the agent. Eliminate.
Just eat eventually, time by time, since it's excess calories. Pizza you'll obviously eat if you get it, since it has a decent amount of protein. Oh yeah, especially if it's like pepperoni, sausage, and bacon on it or something, or like pepperoni and mushrooms. Do they have protein in them? Tofu. I'm sure that's the thing that exists. I don't think pineapples have that, though. Well, no, wait, you can't eat that, so... Yeah, because you can't eat the bacon or the sausage, so... trying to think of where you get the protein from at that point. Does cheese have it in it or something? That's probably a really stupid question. Mushrooms have protein, so does spinach. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Well, I mean, spinach I don't despise or anything like that, but mushrooms I hate. That's the other one of the other foods I really can't stand is mushrooms. That's what your Domino's order always is? Oh, okay, gotcha. Cheese does have protein? I'm not sure I officially knew that. Like, that's something I've heard before, but I didn't know if it was true or not. Probably depends on the type of cheese you get, though, if I had to guess. I'm sure that not every type has much, if any. Okay, so is this literally just a security area type of objective? I think it is. Dead. All dairy has protein. Eggs, I know for sure do, and yogurt. Milk. Every cheese does? Oh, okay then. That's good to know then, because cheese is delicious. Cheese is one of the greatest food items to exist. Oh, hello, big, heavy cleaner guy. I wasn't prepared for that. And we're okay. I was not ready for him, but we're all good.
Echo detected.
Oh, one of these stupid Echo reconstructions. Oh, I hate these. They're so pointless.
But you should have 3. What are you talking about? The doors. Each one should take 30 minutes to burn at least. We barricaded
Oh yeah, it is.
in the ICU.
God, shit.
But the fire burned
12 grams per half cup.
10 minutes.
But yeah, but I don't like cottage cheese.
3 hours, but who knows? How long have you been
It
there?
has the same amount of calories as a single serving of shredded cheeses, but double the protein. So yeah, definitely good for you. In that sense, at least.
So, I'm counting on you.
Yeah, cottage cheese, not something I've ever been a fan of, personally.
These fuckers need to pay. Tristan,
Okay, there we go.
nothing. We
guess
can't
that's
let
what I'm
the
supposed to
cleaners
do?
get away with this. Doc Thompson, are you safe? For now. We're in the fire escape. Should buy you an hour to get us.
That's good. Help is on the way.
We should have
All
an
right.
hour, but you should have 3.
Now we're off to the end of the level.
Each one should take
No respawn. This is where things get interesting.
or so.
Use it as an ingredient. Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you use it as an ingredient, cook it the right way, or prepare it at least the right way, not necessarily cook it. Probably won't taste it too
Is it ready?
much.
Yes, Danvers, my guys have been burning the road behind them. They can't go back. There is only
All right.
one way forward.
I think we got a boss fight coming up, most likely. That's what this looks like to me, is a boss fight.
Secure the rest of the clinic.
Because that's usually how these
See if you can
levels
find any leads
end.
on that workshop.
Use it as an ingredient, especially if you're making mac and cheese. Oh yeah, it'd probably be pretty good in that. As long as you can't taste it. Oh, this is kind of a small area. Yeah, this is kind of a small area. But yeah, anyone out there gonna do Elden Ring, Night Rain? Anyone excited for that one? I know Lizard Guy is, but he doesn't have a lot of people to play with, so if anyone's gonna be playing that game, reach out to him, because I know he's looking for people to actually, like, actively play it with. And not randoms, because it's certainly going to be harder with randoms. Because I saw what PowerPix posted about it, it's like, if you have a good, competent group that, like, knows what they're doing, it's going to be, you know, a higher difficulty platinum, but not anything insane. But if you're doing it with randoms or trying to do it solo, it's going to be like a 9 out of 10 in difficulty, apparently. Which would actually make it the hardest Soulsborne game, I think. Yeah, because if it ends up being a 9 out of 10 in certain scenarios, I think that would make it the hardest game in that series. Oh, this is bad. Alright, just shoot him through cover. That's fine. Targeted loot. I have no idea what that is, but I'll hold on to it because apparently it seems good. Put regular chitter as well, but don't put as much in. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Stuart. Sure someone named Stuart out there was offended by this. Oh no, I'm so scared of you. I is so frightened by you. Sir, I have gear. I'm not that scared. I can just make you guys explode by shooting your explodey backpacks, which are obviously flamethrower tanks, but regardless. Okay, that was rude. Alright, he's almost dead. Why does he have a Wi-Fi symbol next to his name? Oh, that's not good. Hey, that was rude. Everything is being so rude today. Not your type of game, gotcha. It's not my type of game either. He's tried to get me into that series, but into the Soulsborne games, I'm just not, though. Mostly because I'm extremely impatient. That's a big problem for me, is that I'm extremely impatient, as you guys have probably discovered over the years. And being impatient is not how you're supposed to play a Soulsborne game. You need time to get good. So that's my issue, is that I don't have any patience. He's a much calmer person than I am, so it makes sense for him. He's far calmer than I am as a person.
To the bridge. We'll find Danvers and make him pay for this.
Alright.
More cleaner activity in Dumbo. I'll check
That mission
the
was pretty
scouts.
fun. I mean, it's pretty typical, but pretty fun.
We've
Any good
located a
rewards
clear
for
space in
doing all
Dumbo. I'll send
that?
the coordinates to your HUD.
Activity completed. Probably not that important, but what is important is possible rewards. What you got for me? I see an audio log or a comms log, whatever it's called.
No, I can't leave the patient. We can't afford to lose you, Trish. The ones that are ambulatory, we should evacuate.
Probably junk.
We got broken legs, people recovering from giving birth. They can't run. We need to get them to
Yeah,
a
this
fire
mostly
evacuation
looks like junk. Anything down here of use? No, this is where we
They have fire
wrap.
range doors.
No, wait, no, it isn't.
And save some time.
Or is it? Yeah, we were up here at some
Notice they
point.
have
Never
some
mind.
help. We'll keep trying to get a hold of the bridge. Me? Yeah.
Cool. The bridge. When Thanksgiving comes up, you're going to make an entire load of mac and cheese from cottage cheese. Imagine the protein it would be. And imagine the surprise of your family if they also joined in and ate it. If it tastes good. I don't see my parents being willing to try something like that, personally. Okay, so with that, let's head off to the next mission very close by. Oh, kind of close by. We gotta find other activity points and stuff too, so gotta liberate the whole area. It's a deer! Venison tastes pretty good, by the way, but we can't do anything about it. I thought you could scavenge them for food. Can you not do that in this game? Is that not a thing? Huh.
They escorted Candle back to the bridge.
I thought that was a thing. I thought you could scavenge animals in this for health. I guess you can't. Okay then. Well, now I know that. I could have sworn you could do that. Maybe that's only in the first game, or maybe I'm just making that up as a Mandela effect thing. I could have sworn that was a thing, but apparently it isn't. Oh, now I feel terrible. Because I thought I'd get something out of that, but apparently not.
Coming after me!
Okay, that's all the activities done. Okay. Sure, take it.
Good work, everyone.
Okay then, so there's no point of actually hunting anything in this game because there's no mechanic related to it. Alright, next mission. You go away. Yeah, I'll be curious to see if a Division 3 actually happens now that they're randomly releasing this DLC. It's getting all the trophy hunters back. Is there a chance that we get another DLC with this, or does that mean that the next game is going to come out? I don't know. We're going to play on normal. Again, I don't want to play on story because, honestly, story's too easy to be any fun. I like at least a little bit of challenge with my games, for the most part. Well, I don't do shovelware anymore outside of the yearly dumpster dive. Speaking of that, we're coming up on the yearly dumpster dive. It's probably going to be in June. Because last year's, I think, was in July, so this year's will be in June. But yeah, we're coming up on the yearly dumpster dive, which is exciting. I've already got some games planned out for it. Because for those who are new here, don't know what it is the night where I get very drunk and play a bunch of really shitty shovelware games that you would get in a dumpster. It's now the one time a year that I do shovelware. It's a yearly ritual, pretty much. And honestly, it's pretty fun. It tends to do well in terms of views and stuff. And it's honestly kind of fun. Take one night a year where you just do all that stupidity. It's pretty fun. So yeah, that's probably coming up next month, so that's exciting. So yeah, I've already got some games lined up for it, so it should be a good night. And it's also the one night out of the year that I really boost my platinum count insanely high. But I used to do them a lot more often. I don't do them that often anymore because shovelware is a cancer in the trophy hunting world. So I avoid it now at most all costs unless it's like either need to get a quick platinum before getting a milestone, or if it's a dumpster dive, or if it's a free game. If I get given a free game, I'm not necessarily going to turn it down. Even if it's not a good game, if it's free, it's hard for me to turn that down. Because there's not a lot of free stuff in this world. So getting a free game is usually, it's very rare for me, so if it happens, if it can help out a small indie developer while also getting me a free platinum, I'm not really going to complain about that. Do any of those AI cover shovelware games? What's an AI cover shovelware game? Like, currently, I can take a look at the list here once we get through this encounter of some of the stuff I have planned for the yearly dumpster dive. And more purple fire. Because purple fire is deadlier than red-orange fire. Because reasons. And potatoes. Speaking of which, my freak potato has sprouted a lot of little baby freak potatoes in the garden currently, so that's going to be an interesting scenario in a few months. Because, for those who don't know, I kept one potato from last year's garden, and it was a very small one, very, very small. Kept it in a dark, secluded place for like 7 months straight. And it grew very freakishly long stems, like 3 or 4 foot long potato stems that come out of potatoes when they go into hibernation like that. I call it hibernation, it's really not, but it's a good word for it. So that potato grew like 2 stems that were like 3 or 4 feet long. And then I planted it, and now every like 4 inches along the stems, new potatoes are sprouting. So basically, Freak Potato sprouted a bunch of other baby Freak Potatoes, and I'm actually very curious to see what ends up happening with it. But hey, more potatoes is good because I like potatoes. They're delicious. That, corn, some other stuff. The game cover is literally made by AI. I feel like that's a lot of them. So yeah, some of the games I planned, the Whiskey Story, I forgot about this series of games. I'm not going to do these otherwise, but I figured it's been so long, might as well add one of those to the dumpster dive. We've got, like, this one I think is a 5-minute visual novel type game. Concept Destruction I think is too long. Duck Duck Shoot's a super easy, like, 10-minute platinum. Hentai I think is too long as well. Jigsaw Finale could go in it. Learn Hangul could go in it. Maggie the Magnet might be a little bit too long. Life of Black Tiger is too long for that kind of stream. That's going to get its own separate stream at some point. I've been talking about that for a while, but I will do it eventually. Next Gen Sandbox also is going to take its own stream. Or probably not even a stream. I don't even think I'm going to do that. Mystic Warriors Battleground is a super quick, easy platinum. No Tears for Heroes, that'll be in the list. The 4 versions that you get for the payment of 1 game for Perfect Ninja Painter 2 will probably be in it. Rent Car Racing will probably be in it. Roombo's a little too long. Starlight Shores, I think, will be in it. Solemn Warriors will be in it. Stop 10 will be in it. Maybe one of the other free games I got, the Zombie Derby game, could be in it. The Great Fleece doesn't have a platinum, so we'll do that someday. I don't know. I don't really trust it to not release DLC. I can't remember how long the True is. This one's not short enough. Stroke the Dick Dick as a punishment for future failures. Spectre Woods is going to be probably also treated as a punishment for future challenges at some point. If I fail a challenge in the future, that can be a punishment, or just like a Halloween-type game. Choo Choo Charles is too long for that. In fact, Choo Choo Charles I would rather try to do a Fastest Achiever on. Even though I don't think I could do it, because I think the Fastest Achievers are like an hour and a half, and I'm honestly not sure how you could do that. Okay, yeah, so you can loot those and get soda and stuff out of them.
Hostiles detected.
But you can't loot the deer and stuff that you shoot, so that's weird. I could have sworn you could. Maybe that was only in the first game, or maybe it was never a thing at all.
Device detected.
Life of Black Tiger, yep. We will play that someday. We will play that someday. And that will be named as its own stream whenever it ends up happening, because that one is a classic. That one is an absolute legend in the shitty games category. Like, that one is actually a well-known shitty game. And I intend to make a bit of a spectacle out of that, or at least a full live stream or video out of that. Because I paid $10 for it, so I want to get my money's worth out of it. Because it never went on sale, and I was worried about it getting delisted, so didn't want to risk that. So I paid the full $10 for it, which is about $9.95 too much for that game, but regardless, played at some point, someday. I'm not even sure if it has any missable trophies either, which actually would be kind of nice if it doesn't. Loot. Oh, hello, Riot Shielder. Okay, nothing much to worry about here as long as I'm actually smart and take cover. Alright, come on, pop out. Pop out. Got him.
Hostiles detected.
Uh-oh.
Agent,
Where
more
are they?
hostiles on the roof.
Uploading
Alright, take the turret back.
suggested route to HUD.
And now we go to the roof. Yeah, so it'll be a good dumpster dive this year, whenever that ends up happening next month. I don't know exactly when it'll happen because parents will be here for Father's Day because, as I've always talked about before, there's way more to do here. There's way better food options than back home, so they'd rather come down here not only to see me, but also to actually have good food options and entertainment options for holidays.
Listen, I know you're nervous, but you've got this. We've set everything up.
So that'll be like, I think, the second weekend of June. I know we're finally going to try the, my dad wants to try the teppanyaki place down here that we've never tried before. So hopefully it'll be good. And he's also joked about wanting to do a Texas Day Brazil restaurant, but I feel like neither of my parents would really want to do that because my mom is a pickier eater than me by a lot by now compared to how we once were. And she would definitely not like a lot of it. Plus, she takes one of the weight loss drugs, so probably
Hostiles
wouldn't be
detected.
worth it. Because she can't really eat that much anymore. And then my dad doesn't eat a lot of meat. He eats it sometimes, but not a lot of it. Especially red meat, which that restaurant specializes in. So I'm really the only one that can have any chance of getting their money's worth.
Intel detected on laptop.
Okay, I feel like this is probably going to spawn more enemies, right?
Agent, get that intel.
This is almost certainly going to spawn more enemies.
Download
Yep.
initiated.
It's a defensive portion. Yeah, that'll be fun, but other than that, I don't think I have any plans on any major weekends this next month, but there's a very real chance I might just have to go home at some point if anything's happening with the older dog and it gets really scary at any point. I probably will go back home just to spend time with him.
Download complete.
Hopefully he's going to be okay, but definitely a little bit worried nowadays, so
But where's the file?
if that happens, that's going to take priority for sure.
Agent, secure the rest of the block.
Alright, we will do that. Just kill the turret, bring it back to me. Kill the drone, bring it back to me. So yeah, those are really the only plans for June right now. Torn pants. I don't really want a pair of torn pants, but okay. This will give me a second to let my abilities recharge, because I want to get them ready in case we get into a big fight here, because I feel like we will. So most levels end with some kind of a big boss fight. And I need to go and check the scores. No, not that. Please tell me we're not going to lose in the first round. Okay, good. We're actually not going to lose in the first round. Yeah, up in the 9th inning, that's a good sign. Yep, up 7-3 in the 9th inning. That's good. We play in the bottom of the 9th, so they finish them off here. We at least win our first game, so that's good. I know at one point they made college basketball games. Did they ever make, like, college baseball games or anything? I don't think they did. I'm assuming they didn't, because I can't imagine that would do very well. Alright, probably junk, but I'll take it with me. We can always sell it later or scrap it later. More purple gear that I don't really need. And restock. Okay, yep, this is the end of the mission. It's a no respawn zone, so let's be careful here. Oh, it's dark. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, that's good.
Console detected.
And the darkness is not fun.
What the hell?
Let me guess, we're defending?
Hostiles incoming.
Alright, pop everyone out. And hopefully my turret can do a lot of the work here. Nice, done this multiple shots. Wonderful. Purple fire, great. Oh, that's something of theirs, and I can't destroy it. It has no health bar. By the way, you could not do this with an M60 in real life. These things are heavy as shit. They fire a 50 caliber round, so you ain't doing this in real life. Just pointing that one out. Unless this one is specifically chambered in a lower caliber, which a few of them are, but most of them are not. That's just me complaining about how most games don't know how guns work. Even if they claim to consult, like, military experts and stuff, most of them don't know what they're doing. Is that the boss? No, it was not. The boss is over there. Oh, another one spawned over here. Wonderful. So they must be, like, infinite spawning for a short time. Just take out the boss. That'll stop the infinite spawning if that's actually a thing happening. Alright, we're good. Oh, no, we are not good. Oh, we are not good at all.
Agent killed.
We are not good at all, apparently, because I died in like 3 hits there. Okay. Let's redo that and hopefully not die stupidly this time. I mean, it only put me back a couple of minutes, so it's not that big a deal, but I wasn't really paying very good attention there, so... my own fault, overall. This time we got ammo, we got abilities, so hopefully this one goes better. Ooh, my backpack's running out of space.
What the hell?
Alright, let's try not to have that happen again. That was kind of pathetic.
Incoming.
Just use the machine gun. It seems to be more well-suited for this kind of an encounter. Ooh, level up, okay. New stuff, I'll always accept new stuff. That sounds really weird shooting in here sometimes, so hopefully that's not too weird for people listening. Yeah, this machine gun is doing some work. I will take that. Alright, there we go. That was a good round right there. Alright, 2 from behind. See if we can get rid of both of them. Okay, let's retreat back to here so there's only 1 point of entry. Alright, that should help. Thought she hit pause or something? Yeah, I died, unfortunately. I wasn't paying very good attention and got myself killed. It happens. Even on the easier difficulties, if you don't really pay attention, it can happen easily. Even though we killed the boss, we just didn't kill all of his ads quickly enough, so that's all it was. Go down already. How are you still alive? You have like 1 HP left. Oh, that's obnoxious. Well, let's just quickly heal up. That's an enemy drone, isn't it? Sure is. Pop my own then. Pop the regular turret. This is the end of the mission. Just use them all at this point. Okay, good. That'll keep me defended in case anything else decides to spawn in while I'm in here. More yellow tiered gear. Probably not overly helpful at this point.
Agent, see if there's any video files on those computers.
Okay, I will do that if I can find a computer that I can actually interact with. And what's on here? What kind of random story information?
To me, or face the consequences.
Cut. What? You're doing great. Just the line is loyalty, not fealty.
Right. But what did I say?
Fealty. Other than that, it's perfect. Just fealty makes him sound like a medieval feudal lord, and you know, he's not that far gone.
Not yet.
Right? Right. Okay. Let's go again.
Swear your loyalty to me, or face the consequences.
Fuck you, Keenan.
Cut. All right. We know what we need to do. Let's reset, bring in another car, and a new wardrobe for our city.
Okay. So we're showing how these guys make fake videos to intimidate people? Is that what the purpose of that was?
Oh, that's terrifying. If they can do that with Keener, who knows what other lies they've been telling about us. Thank you for securing the block. Come back to the bridge to resupply and have Jess make sure you're fit to go back in the field. I'm working some leads.
Okay, then. So, basically, it's just them doing an AI deepfake type of thing. That's literally the purpose of that. Okay, then. That's kind of a random choice, not gonna lie. Alright, let's fast travel back to the bridge. Sure, why not? A blooper reel, pretty much. Alright, back to the bridge. Still got more areas to explore. We still got more areas to find. So, not quite done here yet. What's going on with projects? Okay, yeah, I know about that. Alright, so currently with this project, we just need to retrieve more caches, which we can't really do right now because I don't know where they are. Ooh, new item.
Social director. Yeah, you're kind and sweet and good at organizing.
View upgrade. Upgrades? What kind of upgrades we getting?
Good training for what's
Was
next.
it the creation of this little tent? Is that what you're talking about?
Kids will make me hate kids. Or they will fall in love with you and the baby, and we will have.
And yeah, so that is what that is. Okay, cool. Alright, Agent, what you got for me?
I called in a lot of favors, but we found it.
It's not how you thought it would end.
Using an oil refinery to manufacture that purple flame bullshit. It's remote. Bell's ready to go when you are.
Yeah, if it's an oil refinery... Well, no, it's not an oil drilling platform or something, so... Alright, that mission's completed. The watch is leveled up. Peril cache key, field proficiency cache, so lots of free stuff. A new main mission... That's the multiplayer mode. Alright. So that is our next one to do, and it's kind of outside of the main part of the city. Alright then. But it looks like there might still be two things here, so like a control point or a safe house or something. That's still the same one, so still need that reveal at some point. Not that button, this one. Alright, so let's look through our gear right now. We can deconstruct that. We can, yeah, deconstruct that. Yeah, I mean, none of those are really... I kind of prefer the pistol that I have at this point. Alright, that got me some gear space cleared up. Now, what have we got in here that I can get rid of? Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need any of that. Nope, I'll stick with what I got. Yeah, I think for the most part I will just stick with the guns that I currently have that I know are very solid. Except for the pestilence, we won't sell that one. Okay, what have we got in other gear though? Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, several decent sort of gear pack. Oh, well, we don't need these. Yeah, sell both of those. We don't need them. Now, what about gas masks? I wonder if I shouldn't use that one. No point in using any purple gear at this point, because we got better gear for pretty much every slot. This one doesn't have any green gear yet, though, interestingly. Okay, get rid of all that. Get that inventory cleared out a bit. More inventory cleared out. Lots of inventory to clear out. And what's in here? Oh, mods and stuff. We might want to actually look at this. No, that's not helpful. What about in here? Okay, I guess I can't put those in anything, so... let's get rid of that one. How about in here? Okay, ditch all those. Firefly attachments. Ooh, so do I have something better for that? Guess not. Okay, then. No contaminated gear, of course, because I never go into the dark zone unless absolutely necessary. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not switching to the crappy quality of pants. Ooh, cash key. What are we getting? Getting anything good here? Anything unique? Anything special? It's very celebratory. A blue tier hat. It's literally a duplicate. That's pretty fitting. Gotta say, that's actually pretty fitting for games like this. Alright, well that was good. Got some good stuff out of that. What's going on in progression here? Just collectibles and... oh wait, we got a commendation. Those I will take a look at because those are not as common. Brooklyn Explorer. Very cool. Then we have collectibles, which is going to take forever to scroll through everything in here, so we're not going to bother with that. Apparel. What's new in the apparel world? Oh, a new clan tag of some kind, if I want it. I don't really care that much. Alrighty. Season pass level up, I guess that's cool. Whatever that ends up meaning with all this. And then somewhere there's something to do with skills. Oh, let's go here, actually, because they should be giving me something here. Or maybe not. Maybe it just appears in my inventory. Okay, so those are bounties. We don't care about that. We already did the bounty here, so we got bounties to do otherwise. Specialization. Is that what it wants me to do? No, I've put points into the other categories at this point, so that's... I don't think that's what it wants me to do unless Firewall is the thing, or is it a skill set? Because there's a trophy related to this. Unlock and use the Smart Cover skill. Okay. Gotcha. Smart Cover skill, whatever that is, and I don't know how to activate that. Tinkering Station. Nah, that's just for weapons. I don't really need that. Need to look at the skills stuff and see if I can figure out how to get that next trophy. It's a ration station. What you guys got going on down here? Food. Food's good, but not what I'm looking for right now. Is it to do with the watch? Actually, I haven't looked at the watch at all. Oh, it could be. No, it is not in the watch, because I put a point into every category at this time, so... No, that's not it. Scavenging here? We're allowed to get free stuff, I guess? Claim those. Sure, claim that. Okay. So we get over here. Handling. Ammo capacity seems actually useful. Okay, so that's that. Got something new in here. Oh, actually. That's not a bad item to have. I will hold on to that for now. Only on level 4, but have the token for level 30, but don't know where to find it. Oh, I don't know. Is PC call for backup bugged? I have no idea, because I have never played this game on PC. I tried to get it earlier, but I guess I didn't do something correctly, so I did not join the call for backup. Yeah, these aren't bad items, honestly, but again, it's like, gotta sort of hold on to everything just in case any of it's actually good in the end, because I don't really know what's good in this game or not. This is the only one where it's like I'm not using the exotic or whatever these green sets are, but at the same time, don't know if I really need to. About the gas masks. So we got more gas masks. There's actually some pretty good stuff in these, but I just don't know if they're really all that good. Okay, so that's shield, firefly, chem launcher, sticky bomb, trap pulse. I think I already have all of these, so I don't think it's any of these. I think I've already done upgrades for all those, so what's in the weapons category? Oh, a different M60. Well, they're... Oh, actually... Oh, look at that. Yeah, I might have to use this instead. Because that's actually better in, like, every way. Let's mod this bad boy. Alright, let's give him some stability. Or no, weapons handling sounds better. Ammo belt slot. Do we want stability, rate of fire, reload. Reload speed, please. That thing takes forever to reload. Long underbarrel. We've got stability, reload, critical hit. Let's go with the accuracy boost. Alright, so we got a new machine gun now. I like that one better. And then this we definitely don't need, so get rid of it. I think they might be the player character. There's no point of using that one. I got that that's actually better. Okay, that's interesting. I'll hold on to that one for now. Okay, so we went through all of that, but I'm trying to figure out what this other skill thing is. Maybe I can't get it yet. Maybe it's something that we get at the end of the game. Or the end of the DLC, I mean. That wouldn't surprise me if that's what they end up doing, but kind of wish they would tell me that. Alright, all sorts of stuff changed around, and is there anyone I can talk to that can give me any sort of skill-based stuff here? Oh, we got another upgrade. Awesome. Got the clinic upgraded. That's probably a good thing. Probably can't hurt to have that around. What's going on in the projects world? Just this one that we are still working on, so nothing important there.
Hey there.
You just sell gear, so we don't care about that. Quartermaster, what have you got for me? So is it... Did it say it's a new perk or a new skill? I'm just a little confused on this one. Unlock and use the Smart Cover skill. So it's in this category. So we don't have it yet. Okay then. That's all I need to know. Now I know. You know what? Let's head for this from the control point and see what it is. Alright, so we just can't do that one yet. That's fine. We will do it as soon as we get access to it, pretty much. But so far, nothing difficult here, which is good. Alright, inventory's full, so let's see what's going on pretty close to here. What kind of supplies you need to hold this position?
We're in pretty good shape, actually.
Yeah, let's have them hold these positions for as long as possible while I try to figure out the navigation here, because I don't know how many other control points we're going to get in Brooklyn. Possibly only, like, one more. So probably would be better to have them active. And able to defend me at the same time. Oh, good thing there's yellow things here to know what to climb. As modern-day journalists can't figure out how to play video games without yellow markers telling you exactly where to climb. Someone referenced that in a video I watched, like, in the last few days, which is kind of funny to think back on. It's like, we were that incompetent that we can't figure out where to go? Or they were that incompetent they couldn't figure out where to go? Oh, is it down below me in the sewers? No, there's one right over there, though. Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's just a territory control. We don't really need to do that. I don't mind helping out here, but it's not really something that we need to do. These activities aren't all that useful at this point. Do if I come across them for the XP and stuff, but they're not super important. I think we've already done enough activities to do the project here. But then there's probably another project for the other safe house, so we're probably... So I'm assuming it's one safe house in each of the two areas, so... Not done with that kind of stuff just yet. Alright, I will take the cache key. And I will take the free gear that this will give me. Because free gear is always good. Even if it's not particularly useful. Okay, all sorts of random junk. Take all of it. Alright, so that was that marker, so that's literally all that was. But there is a tech cache here. Okay, hang on just a second. There is a tech cache here, so we definitely want to grab that. We don't necessarily need to, but might as well. If it's right along the path, was they're really annoying to go back for later, and I'd love to be able to complete the project for this area just in case it's required for anything. I don't think it is, but just in case. Okay, hopefully the game's going to be nice enough just to guide me straight to this one. Game, please be nice about this one. The less work I have to do for these, the better. Some of these are honestly pretty annoying. Let me guess. Yep, door's locked. Of course it is. Why would it be something simple? I assume that means that there is a locking mechanism somewhere that I have to destroy. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe it's this. Okay, I have no idea what that did. So hopefully that opens up some kind of pathway for me. So I remember there were quite a few like this in the base game when you had to go down into the sewers. Okay, well that doesn't work because that path doesn't take you anywhere near it, so we don't need that. There's a random green light just floating in midair next to it because reasons. I can't tell if that's what I'm supposed to do or not. I mean, if I don't figure it out on the stream, then I'll just look it up later, but I don't really know exactly what it wants me to do for that, so we will figure that one out later, because I'm not going to waste everyone's time dicking around down here and trying to figure it out. Got more important things to do, like finishing the story and conquering places and stuff like that. Alright, so we have a capture point up here, so let's run on up there real quick and see what's going on. Because I don't know if there's going to be like one more in this area or what. It's like maybe 2 control points and 1 safe house per region for 2 regions. Which again, that's not necessarily a bad amount of content, but for 15 bucks, like, this probably should have been a very cheap, if not free DLC. This is not adding a ton more than, well, I guess it kind of is adding more than some of the free DLCs, because the free DLCs didn't have open worlds to explore. Because those were just 2 or 3 missions in a row, and that was it. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, this is an opportunity point that we have to take out. Control point, whatever it's called. Okay, this is important. Let's take it out. Because there is a trophy for taking all territory on this new map. That turret is going to be a problem. Okay, that wasn't good. Okay, let's be a little more careful this time. And hopefully the game will be nice enough to give me someone that I can join in on and get that one trophy. But so far, it's not being very nice about that. I've only seen that happen one time so far, and I couldn't get into it in time, so... Hopefully it happens again, just naturally, and I don't have to boost it, because it's such a ridiculous thing to have to boost. But it has to be done specifically in the Brooklyn area is kind of the main problem. So presumably, only people in the Brooklyn area can call that particular one in. And that's a problem because not a lot of people are going to be playing this yet, because it's brand new. And came out of absolutely nowhere. Oh, we got a cleaner patrol. Drone, are you gonna help me here? Or are you just gonna kind of fly there and not do a whole lot? There we go. Alright, this time let's be a bit more careful. Alright, my drone's already in there wreaking havoc, so that's good. Then there's that guy up there, that turret. There's a way to knock these out, but I don't think it's the normal way. Like, you have to shoot an electric box or something, so... That's probably not what I'm supposed to do. Call in some allies if they can show up, that would definitely be helpful. Even if they're AI, still better than nothing. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Okay, so this is actually going to be more challenging than I expected it to be.
Serious trauma detected.
Just run for now. Alright, we got a turret there. We just got to kill all the enemies. Oh, for God's sake, that is ridiculous. You got to keep throwing them drones at me. Them newfangled drone mechanics. Oh, he's a legendary. That is a problem. Or elite, whatever they're called. I think those are called legendary, but I honestly don't know. Okay, can we quit it with the purple fire? It's annoying. Just might as well launch that because we can, even though it didn't seem to do anything. We got allies now, so hopefully this goes a little bit better now.
Detected. Nearby location. Hostiles.
And there's another legendary tier enemy. Oh, there's several of them in here. That is not good. Yeah, that is not good. That's a lot of them in one area for normal difficulty. I'll pop a new drone. I will take that. There we go. He's dead. Perfect. But there's another one down here somewhere where he went upstairs. I think he went upstairs. Yes, he did. And there's also still that flamethrower up there, and I'm not sure how to get rid of that. Damn it, took out my drone. I just jumped from a high height and didn't take damage for some reason, even though I do. Even though it's not very much damage, but it's still annoying.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent out of action.
Come on. This should not be this difficult. This is not that complicated of a bat. Oh! Why is it on challenging difficulty? Okay, that would make a lot more sense as to why I'm suddenly struggling, because it's suddenly up the difficulty to the second highest. Challenging's the second highest difficulty in the game behind Heroic. And apparently we're now playing on Challenging for some reason. I didn't change the difficulty at any point that I'm aware of. Is it just from being in this region or something? Because I did not change the difficulty as far as I am aware, so that's new to me. That would explain why I was having some struggles. I gotta knock out this turret up here. This thing is causing a lot of problems. It's doing damage, but it's not killing it. How in the world that happened? I have no idea how it could have changed. Unless it's just like a world-specific event or something? I don't know. 'Cause I have no idea why it would have gone up to challenging. As you guys know me, I don't play games on the highest difficulty unless it's Fallout for a challenge run. So I sure as hell didn't change it. The enemy leader is detected, so we're actually doing fairly well here. Despite all that fail. Okay, yeah, I think that you have to knock those out with like a generator or something, so that's what I want to quickly try to go and find if I can. Or I can't find it anywhere and I'm going to have to go up the stairs and run past it anyway, so that's wonderful. That's not the leader, but he is a legendary, so that would explain a lot as to why this is so much more difficult than I was expecting. Oh, come on! Okay, this is ridiculous. Let's put out a call for backup, because this is ridiculous. This suddenly just changed the difficulty out of nowhere? Like, I don't think I changed the difficulty myself. It might just be a level thing, though. We got a group. Oh, we got a group. Oh, hell yeah, we got a group. And that looks like a super high-leveled guy, so that's awesome. He can get his trophy even if he leaves after this. I'm totally fine with that. He gets a trophy out of it, and I will hopefully get revived out of it. He's over there, I guess. He's apparently fine. Oh, nope, there he is. Thank you, my good friend. Let's go!
Oh. Touch and go for a minute.
This game actually does have one of the friendlier player bases out there that I've seen. It's not like Fallout 76 levels of friendly, but typically people are pretty nice in this game. Yeah, it's not quite Fallout 76 level, but typically people are pretty nice in this game, so... That is a good thing if you decide to do Division 2. Division 1 I definitely wouldn't recommend because of all the bullshit, but... This one is a better game in a lot of ways, and the Platinum is... The Platinum and the 100% is a lot easier, a lot less time-consuming. Control point cleared. Now we gotta hold it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Let's get some ammo. I have full ammo, never mind. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how it changed to challenging difficulty, though. That still makes no sense. Because I didn't do that manually. Alright, let's put a turret up, see if it can help us a little bit here. Hide behind me, my new friend. I've got a turret and a drone up, so let's do some damage that way. He gets a trophy out of this, so he's got no complaints. Yeah, I definitely have to boost some things, it seems, getting carried. Well, here's the thing for me, like, the only thing in this game that I got carried through was the second raid. I did everything else either on my own or even at times kind of carrying other people. The first raid in this game is really easy. Like, compared to something in, like, Destiny, it is a super easy raid by normal standards of that. The only difficult part is making sure that you have 8 people stay in the lobby the entire time. That is the only difficult part of it. Outside of that, there's really nothing difficult about it. Then the second, third, and fourth DLCs are just little free level DLCs, and none of those are difficult. They're all like an hour long and actually pretty fun, but very simple. So it's literally just like beat all the levels in those and you get those. The fifth DLC, you get 5 of the 10 trophies just from beating the story of it. And then the other 5 trophies are more miscellaneous, and a couple of them are a little bit more annoying, but not like what I would consider overly difficult.
Access key detected.
Alright, so we took another command point. That's good. So now that I've got a partner here, I might as well go run to another command point, or whatever this is, and see what happens. If he abandons me, I don't blame him, because I am not that good at this game. Well, you're getting carried as well, so... group picture. Group picture is in this game, but if you just join a random group, you can do it that way. I think you can get it from just joining a random group, if I remember correctly. And then just taking a picture while you're in the group, but it has to be a full group. That one's fairly easy, though, compared to some of the other ones, because it doesn't require 8 players the way that 2 other trophies do. Oh, now it's back to normal. Why did it change to challenging during that? I don't get it. Why did it go to challenging during that? I don't get it. I is confused because I didn't change the difficulty to challenging. Ooh, this is different. Alert level increase. That's probably not a good thing, is it? Okay, so we gotta protect those 2 guys.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I'll get you! I get you! Well, that went quickly. Well, that was easy. Well, we're getting more free stuff, so... this is kind of nice. We're getting carried here, so... I'm not complaining about that. We don't really care about your territory control here. I'm more concerned with... Actually... No, I guess that's what we're going for now. Okay, then. That's what my partner here wants to do, then we will go do that. Call my turret back. Yeah, my random partner wants to help out with stuff. I'm not going to complain. I still need to get that call for help done, so again, I'm wondering if I'm going to have to just boost that at this point. This is just so uncommon. Alright, do we secure it?
Access key detected.
Okay. Open the gear stash. He can have all the gear he wants. I really don't care about it. I don't care about that. I don't even know what that is. It's not that good. Alright, let's go for the next one then. This is cool. It's nice when you get someone that's, like, friendly and just willing to randomly dick around with you at games. Kind of fun. It's like Fallout. Fallout 76. Because, like I said, the player base in this game is generally on the friendlier side, which is kind of nice. Base game for the first game is easy. Base game for the first game is not that hard, but I would definitely be maybe a little bit cautious about parts of it, especially with some of the DLC stuff, because some of the DLC stuff is just horrendous. Base game isn't that bad, but you are going to have to boost parts of it. Okay, we got a puzzle here. Oh, he knows what to do. Look at that. Alright, I'm following this guy. We're just letting him do all the work at this point. Nope, that was not the only thing we had to do, apparently. You got any ideas what to do here, sir? Because I sure as hell don't.
Hostile control point identified.
Ooh, hostile control point identified. Dark Zone 1, you're going to have to boost. Yeah, you're going to have to boost all the Dark Zone stuff, because the Dark Zone stuff just sucks. It's easier in the second game because there's not as much related to it. This guy's awesome. I like this guy. Oh, can he not shoot the wall? I like this guy. He's cool. He's friendly. He's just trying to tell me where to go now. He's probably getting annoyed at my stupidity. I'm sure by now he's getting a little bit annoyed at my stupidity, so... Yeah, I don't really need that. It's not very useful. I will take that, though. And that's what I wanted. My little cache right there. MP7s are pretty badass, but like they're super hard to find out here in the real world, so... Okay, so there is a control point somewhere around here, though. That's what the game just showed, so I don't know where it is. It's probably in this area. Okay, as much as I like this guy, I'm going to get out of the group so I don't waste his time. I'm not done for tonight. I'm not done for the night. I just want to go use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll get back in. And I don't want to waste his time because he's being super nice. So I will be right back. Alrighty. Much better. I really had to pee. Alright, we won our baseball game. That's good. Alright, so, what else can we knock out tonight? It was nice getting the assistance there, but I wasn't about to hold him up from having to go to the bathroom and being a dumbass playing the game, so I'd rather go ahead and continue on myself. Not going to ruin someone else's game. Like you said, you don't want to do certain DLC stuff. You won't ever have a 100% profile. I mean, it would be awesome to have a 100% profile. It's not the end of the world, obviously, but it would definitely be nice if I could. Unfortunately, can't be a thing unless they bring servers back online for old games or allow us to use unapproved servers someday. Which they probably don't exist for the Hasbro Family Game Night game, but they probably exist for Uncharted 3 and Homefront.
Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
Agent, priority objective available.
Priority objective. We're 75% of the way through this area. There's only 2 caches left. And we know where both of them are, so that's good. And that's all we have left for that project, so that's good. Let's hit the next main mission. And hope that someone is nice enough to put out a call for backup. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting area. But I'm also going to go ahead and quickly check the game and see if anyone's doing a boosting session for it, just to knock it out quicker. Because if they are, I'm willing to look into that. Nope, that's not it. Ooh, okay, so that person... Maybe. So there's a maybe with that. You know, you're just saying, yeah, I mean, it would be definitely nice to have full completion account.
Agent, cleaners on site. We'll find Danvers later.
Oh, I didn't mean to do it as story difficulty. I wanted normal difficulty. I want it to at least be slightly entertaining.
Cleaners on site. We'll find Danvers later. Right now, I need you to find the Purple Flame Workshop and shut it down.
Good. I would like to not have to deal with that stupid acid fire anymore. Acid plus fire is ass hire. Hiring someone based on their ass. I have no idea where I was going with that joke. I don't know, it's been a long week. I can have drinks if I need them. It's been a very long week. Between stuff happening today with the older dog and all the work bullshit. Okay, so drone will kill the enemies up there. Anyone hiding out over here? Nope, we're good. I could actually probably write a trophy guide for this, the way this is going. It's simple enough. Get rid of the explosion before it ends up killing me.
We have work to do.
Infiltrate the refinery. Let's do that. Scavenge. Yeah, like, I'm wondering if we actually even have to complete all the story missions for this. Given the way the trophies are, like, I don't know if the last skill doesn't become available until after we finish the story, which is a possibility. The way things are kind of going, I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be a thing, but I don't know.
Hostile turrets detected. Generator detected.
Generators! Oh, I remember this crap from that first DLC. Actually, I don't think it was the first DLC. It might have been the third DLC. This first DLC was literally just a raid, so it wasn't that one. Yep, it's those things. So we gotta find a generator to shut down. Oh, that is highly annoying. But luckily we made it to the generator itself, so we're good. Alright, turrets are down. At least one of them's down. And there we go.
All turrets disabled.
All turrets are down. Fantastic. Getting some food, thinking on which movie you should watch soon, either Transformers 1 or Borderlands. Yeah, Transformers 1 is apparently actually a pretty decent movie. Borderlands, you only want to watch if you want to watch something so bad that it's still bad. From what I've heard. I mean, I haven't watched it, and I don't really care to anytime soon. Unless it's out on, like, Netflix or something, I can watch it there. For free. Come on, reload. We should have faster reload now with the new version of the M60. I'll say the fire can be a little bit annoying at times, that's for sure. I mean, you should be able to shoot relatively accurately even when you're on fire. And I've never been on fire before, but I feel like you could probably still shoot with some level of accuracy, right? Oh, that's an enemy drone, isn't it? Sure is. Alright, get rid of that drone, please. He's being annoying. He's just there for no reason other than to be a pest.
Keep going. We need to find the workshop.
Alright, let's keep going. Anything good off of him, I'll take it for now, and we'll check it later. Honestly, that's the best motto for a lot of this game. Take it now, check it later. That's probably pretty junky.
Purple flame accelerant detected.
Purple flame accelerant detected. So there's a lot of stuff about to catch on... Yeah, I think a lot of stuff's about to catch on fire. That strikes me as being the way this game would go. Yep, a lot of stuff is about to catch on fire. Alright, that's fine. Just set everything on fire at this point. And... Yep, I am liking this rifle a lot. I was using this in the late days of the game when I was actually going for the Platinum. It is absurdly powerful. Quite accurate too, but there's also enemies that do stuff like that for no reason other than to be assholes, so... Or to preserve their own lifespan, which is also a possibility. Okay, he's down. There are a lot of these Riot Shield rushy enemies in this level, though, or in this entire DLC, for that matter. There's a lot of enemies that do that. And they're honestly kind of annoying. Because they really shouldn't exist in this number. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, from a tactical standpoint, but at the same time, it's really annoying to deal with.
Required to circumvent locked security door.
Circumvent locked security door. Alright, let's figure out how to do that. Probably through explosions, because explosions solve all issues in this world. Or most of them. Like 98% of them. Is that ammo? Yes. Pull the lever. Whatever that does. Through the door. Through another door. And we got a reload station. Perfect. I'm going to let my droids here refill for just a second. I'm going to let them both fully refill here just to make life a little bit easier once we go through the next door. Alright, where are we going next?
Purple flame refueling dock
Sabotage the refueling station.
located. Weak points to your HUD.
Alright, turret up. We're gonna need the extra defense in here because this looks quite dangerous. I saw that one coming. I was kind of hoping he would delay his shot a little bit. Oh, that's all I have to do. I just have to shoot him. I assumed it was going to be more complicated than that. That's all I gotta do, then. Should be able to just get rid of all of them. Alright, that was easy. That was actually very easy. 11:30 p.m. already? Yeah, it's getting a little bit late, but I'm not really that tired. Surprisingly, I'm usually getting a little tired by now. Really not feeling it that much, though. I might have like a full another hour going here. But like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, the Astro's Playroom video is basically done, so it'll probably be up on either Sunday or Monday. And the Mike Banning Black Ops 3 challenge is like 60% of the way done. Well, no, it's like 50% of the way done. So that one's not horribly far off because the streams don't do particularly well, but the actual videos tend to do well, so that's the main reason why I still do them. Because the actual videos tend to get like well over 500 views, which is not bad for me, so... And this one I can frame as a no cybercore challenge more than anything else, which is actually probably going to make it a little more interesting to the algorithm. But after Astro's Playroom, I don't know what video is going to come next after that. It's like I've got some shorter ones, like the Clock Tower speedrun or the Bluey failed speedrun. And I've got other ones like Dead Rising 2 off the record, which is a main one I want to do, or Black Ops 6 on the PS5 when it was a DLC. I wouldn't mind doing that one because I guess I can upload it pretty much whenever because it doesn't have to be in any sort of order.
Workshop located.
Kind of want to do the College Football 25 video sooner, though, because the next game in that series comes out, like, in another month or two. Comes out over the summer, so... And that video is not going to take that long to edit. It's not going to be that long a one either, because there's only 16 trophies in the game, and most of them are easy. So I'm going to have to do that at some point. It'll just be a crash-out marathon, most likely, of all the times that I got insanely pissed off at the game. For often justified reasons, including hackers and stuff, of which I dealt with several. Alright, I am liking this lever action rifle once again. This thing is good. I might even do like a short video in the future of this particular DLC if I do all the trophies on stream or just on video. Could make for an interesting one because I highly doubt anyone else is going to do this.
Agent, you saw what
And I can at least make a catchy name for it related to the fact the game got DLC like, 5 years later. Alright, let's let everyone respawn here. Let's see if there's going to be an ammo pickup up here somewhere, probably. We're probably getting near the end of the mission here. Yeah, this is a bit end of mission-y here, so... Well, no, we're not getting the no respawn yet, so let's let everyone... Okay, they're good. No, I don't think we're quite there yet, but that is a...
Detected.
That is a restock point, so... Probably right after the first wave of enemies here is where we're going to get the end of this one. Alright, I actually got to play some cover here. That's fine. I got no problem with that, because that's what this game is. It's a third-person cover shooter.
Scanning for operational weakness.
Sabotage the workshop? Sabotage?
Stabilizers detected. Disabling them will cause system error.
Okay, are you going to actually mark these positions for me? Or do I just have to guess? Nope, it's just these giant green lights, which is fine. That's obvious enough. Alright, that's 4 of them. There's one more somewhere. Probably on this back one, if I had to guess. Oh, wait! If I can join him, I will. How do I do it? How do I do it? I hope I'm doing this right. Even if I have to walk out of the mission here for a second. That wasn't it? What do I have to do? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I do not get this at all. I do not get this at all. What does the game want me to do? Seriously, what the hell does the game want me to do? This makes no sense whatsoever. I jump out of the game there in order to check this out, but then I can't join the other game. So why the hell is this a thing? It doesn't work. Like, it legitimately doesn't work, is the problem. Do I have to go in here? No, it legitimately doesn't work. So that's what's so stupid about this. I don't get this. Like, what does it want me to do? Because You're not giving me the option to join anyone, so... What exactly do you want me to do? Because it doesn't work correctly. That's purely on the game for not functioning correctly. That's not on me. That's on the game for not functioning correctly. And I stopped halfway through the mission thinking that it would actually be nice to me. But no, I can't have that. The 1886, that is a... They're classifying that... Oh, it is the 1886, not the 1887. Okay, never mind. That makes more sense. Well, there's no reason I would want that over the rifle that I already have that's better. Well, the stupid game wouldn't let me join them because they don't know how to program this shit, apparently, so... Because why would they care? This game's so old at this point, it's not like anyone cares about trophy-related stuff anymore, right? God, I love when games don't work correctly. I just love it when games don't work correctly. It's not like I paid good money for this game to actually work the way it's supposed to. God forbid that happens. Game's not working, needs to be the industry standard. Alright, hit the field proficiency crate. Anything not particularly useful. It's a knee pad armor. Actually, some decent knee pads in there, but not really anything all that useful. What do I still have in here to view? There's nothing to view in here, game. I wonder how many of these, like, calls for help are actually legitimate. Okay, that MP7 and that tactical are kind of terrible, so let's get rid of them. Check if anyone else is having trouble with it. It's not that I can't see that they're, like, asking for help. It's the fact that this stupid game... Oh, I finished all of those. Dang, I finished a bunch of these. It's the fact that this stupid game will not allow me to join the other people for some reason. And there's, like, no reason for it to be this way. It's just acting up because it feels like acting up, I guess. Yeah, this seems like a really stupid trophy to have trouble with, but it's like, if it doesn't want to work, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I'm going to see if this matchmaking puts me into someone else's lobby to do this. We're actually nearly done exploring this area, though, which is good. We got the 2 SSD caches, or SHD caches, which are fine. Ooh, there's a whole open area up there for me to explore while we're waiting to find out if this is actually broken or not. Yeah, definitely let me know what happens with this. Yeah, it's only a 2-region thing, so overall this DLC isn't really hard. It's just this one trophy seems to be broken. Or just the mechanic to do it is broken. I've got matchmaking active, so it should allow me to join someone if they call for help. But there's no guarantee they're actually going to be in the DLC itself. They have to be in the DLC for it to count. Which again, why would they add that as a trophy? That's so stupid, because there's a trophy for that in the base game, I think. Or it might be in the first game, but either way, there's a trophy for that in this franchise, and they don't need to do it here. They just do it to be annoying, because clearly they didn't care about making it actually work right. Alright, what's going on over here? Alright, we're at 76% revealed. That's good. It might be a DLC thing. Yeah, that very well could be what the problem is. It's really annoying. It shouldn't be this kind of a problem, but it is causing me constant issues, so I don't know. I mean, like I said before, I don't know if I want to stream the rest of this DLC, because it's like, why did this game get DLC in the first place? It makes no sense. It's honestly more annoying than it is anything else. It's like most of the trophies aren't particularly hard, but you've got stuff like that that just legitimately doesn't work right. I've tried to join people 2 or 3 times now, and it just legitimately doesn't work. 81% revealed, so... Ooh, there's a thing right back there, so... Let's fast travel there, see if we can grab it real quick. So yeah, I don't know what it wants me to do. It might just be that the entire game's broken right now, and we might just have to wait a week for a patch or something. And even though I like this game, it's like, you know... Don't screw me over on trophies because you were too lazy to actually make things work right, you know? That's something I hate in games, when they're just like, hey, we don't actually care about the game, we're not actually going to program things correctly, so you guys can fix it yourself through mods. Or just deal with it forever. Okay, so that's the one in the sewers, actually, so we've already tried to get that one. And we already tried this mission once, and I left it to go for this stupid trophy. Alright, what about this other SSD cache, or SHD cache? It's not that far away, it's half a kilometer. Let's go see if we can get it. Just in case we have to do all these projects for anything. I don't think we will, but just in case. I mean, this could make an interesting video if I decide to go that route, but it's like, do I really want to record the rest of this? Do I really want to stream the rest of this? I mean, this stream did not do particularly well, so is that really something I want to do? I don't know. I mean, it was entertaining for sure, but it's just like, if this game is going to be broken with one of its trophies, it makes me just not really want to play it that much. Or I might just have to boost it, honestly. The way things are going, I might just have to boost it. Which isn't that big a deal, but it's annoying. I shouldn't have to boost something like that. It should work normally. Oh, we're going into the sewers, and that gives me a loading screen. Wonderful. I love excessive loading screens.
Priority
What the?
available.
What?
Agent, I need to debrief.
What?
Kelso had to go. Said it was safer for us if she's not here.
What?
Another agent has joined your group. Backup arrived.
Okay. I legitimately have no idea what just happened, but okay. I'm not gonna complain. What the hell just happened? No, seriously, what the hell just happened? I am so confused. What the hell just happened? I went through a sewer. It put me in the wrong part of the level. And then I revived someone without going to their call for help?
Has left your group.
I am very confused about that one. That makes no sense whatsoever. I have no idea what the hell just happened. If anyone in the chat can explain that one, please go ahead and do so, because I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Safe area detected.
That was weird. That was a new weird. Okay, then. So for these SHD caches, I'm going to just have to look these up myself and figure out how to do them, because they're going to be pretty well hidden, so I'm sure that videos exist now. What the hell just happened? That was so weird. And now it's saying that mission was complete? What the fuck? Okay, I am severely confused right now, because I did not finish all those missions. Okay, I think this game is just really broken at this point. Like, I really don't have any better answers to this. This is weird. This is just straight weird. It might be worth streaming more because this is so bizarre. Honestly, this is so weird. So, 4 control points, bounty from each safe house, which we've done 2 of them. Smart cover skill, probably end of the game. And all locations. Okay then. I have no idea what this is going to lead to, because this makes no sense whatsoever, but that's going to be it for tonight. So, thank you guys for stopping by. I have no idea what this game is trying to do at this point, because that is so freaking weird overall. But, yeah, the multiplayer stuff is at least done, so that's good. I'm not guaranteeing any stream schedule moving forward for the next few weeks because of everything happening with my older dog. I might end up going home at some point just to be with him in case things go bad. So, I don't know exactly what my schedule is going to look like for a while. It's going to be potentially random for a few weeks or a few months. I don't know yet. So, thank you guys for tuning in for this. Definitely leave the like button on, or not the like button, the bell icon on, so you know when I'm going to be streaming in the future. But yeah, like I said, no guarantees as to exactly when things are going to happen, but I will try to stay pretty consistent, and then the banning Black Ops 3 video will be out in the next couple of weeks, and the Astro's Playroom video should be out on Sunday or Monday, so see you guys then.